Hi, good afternoon. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm launching Waddle, then we'll get started. Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's launching, it's launching. God, my back is in pain today. You may have some bad news. What's the bad news? The bad news that my back is in pain? I don't know why. It's just, you know, I'm older than 30, so sometimes I just wake up with my back in pain for no reason. I probably didn't sleep. I actually slept fucking awesome. There's a crazy thunderstorm going on right now. Uh-oh. Do you want to take the risk? Still got power internet for now. Okay. Do you want to take the risk, Chris? Shall we play it, or are you like maybe we shouldn't take the risk? So I have a backup plan if necessary. All right. What we can do is we can just play until you get zapped, and then I'll swap to the backup plan or something. Let's just hope that you don't get zapped right before I make 100,000 gorillion dollars or something. Your call. Okay, let's just play some Snowrunner then. I want to play more Snowrunner. It's been a while. It was last week, but anyway, hi everyone. Welcome back to Full Steam Saturday. Did you hear me there for a moment hesitate? I had to remember. Wait, what day is my Full Steam Saturday again? You there? All right. Also, hi there, Chris in the YouTube chat. Sorry, I was talking to my friend Chris in the Twitch chat. He's about to join me for Snowrunner. Even kijken. Where's the fucking... Oh, Jesus, I could... Nah, you're the Chris from the Twitch chat. I could hear the rain behind you for a second there. It's gone now, but... Is it really... Oh, I was muted. I could hear the rain behind you for a second there. That was amazing. It's gone now. The effect is filtered out now, but for a moment it was like you're standing in the middle of a rainstorm. Which I suppose you are. Oh, my back, hurts, my neck hurts. Man, I'm like, I feel 10 years older today. It's one of... Oh yeah, I know. Hang on, let me switch my status on Am I allowed to complain about today's youth? But no, go on. Oh, bro, I'm gonna be complaining. Why is there a monkey? Hi there, no, not a bot. That's an awfully specific denial there. Are you sure you're not a bot? There's a monkey, because that monkey is video game donkey, also known as Chris, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, he's going absolutely ape shit today. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm launching the game right now. It's being a bit slow. Good lord, my poor back. Man, I'm probably just paying for the fact. Earlier this week, I tried to fix my sleep schedule by doing an all-nighter. That was a mistake. Why is my category still set to mouse PIs? That shouldn't be the case. Oops. Wait, I didn't actually. God, I completely You know, I set up my YouTube stream and everything nicely with a title, and then I just completely forgot to set up the Twitch stream. You can tell what kind of day I'm having. Hang on, let me fix that. Yeah. Let's see, Snowrunner. All right, it should be set up properly now. But yeah, welcome in. Best viewers at my house. What? Oh, because of the joke I made. I was honestly having a moment like, am I being advertised at? But no, it's a joke. Sorry, I need seriously, like I said, I'm having pretty terrible back pain right now, so I might be a little bit slow because I hate it. I hate the back pain. Ah. Ah. I think so, yeah. Man, I woke up and I fell asleep and I woke up and I fell asleep and I woke up and I fell asleep and then I woke up with terrible back pain. Yeah, then I woke up with horrible back pain again. Hang on, let me make sure that there we go. Alright, this podcast your perspective, me boy, and I'll capture it. Ah fuck, that was the wrong button. I accidentally launched the game in single player. Hang on, let me go back. You know, the funny thing is that this game has given me, I swear this game has given me like a better insight in trucks in general, because I was like, I was driving over and in, like, you know, those industry areas where there's like just a lot of like companies and like factories and warehouses and such. You definitely have those in the US as well. So I was driving over one of those and I wanted to pass by a place where a truck was like driving, like backwards, because they had obviously taken a wrong turn and they couldn't continue because the road ahead was like blocked off for trucks and only like regular passenger cars could make it through. And they were like doing really weird like little turns and little twists, like covering up most of the road, trying to get to the other side of the road and such, driving backwards. And it took forever and it was extremely annoying because I had to wait for them. And then as I was like watching them, at some point I realized like, wait a second, the reason why they're being so weird about this is because they're trying not to share. That's why they're taking such little turns and being super slow about this. Surrey bot banned was she? No, not a bot. Recent spam detected. What? Wait a second. No, you were not supposed to be banned. The thing that your joke set off Surrey bot, was she not a bot? Yeah, I might not want to make that joke. Hang on, let me see. Can I undo this? I have to go into this, oh god. Hang on, I don't know how to undo this. Saribot deleted them so thoroughly that like I cannot even see their messages anymore, and I don't know how to enter like, you know, like administrative mode. Might be able to do that, yeah. Oh, I'm breaking things here. Hang on. So it is slash unban was she not a bot? Alright, sorry about that, but yeah, you shouldn't make jokes about best viewers because Saribot does not like those. Oh, I just realized that Chris has been muted for you all this entire time. Oops.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. And was she not a bot? Oh, that was Saribot. Saribot is a very good bot. 99.9% of the time. Very useful. Extremely happy to have them here. Just this is like literally the first time they've like had a... This is the first time they've had a false positive. Yeah, good bot, yeah. Like literally the first time ever they've had a false positive, which is kind of impressive when you think about it. Like I got Sari, I activated Saribot on my channel after a bot raid at like a year ago or something at this point. where just a whole bunch of bots followed me out of nowhere. You're honored? Well, I mean, you did it yourself by saying best viewers. One of these days I want a bot to go like, we only have the worst viewers and we have absolutely dog shit viewers here. Okay, anyway, what were we doing?
Not a very solid advertising strategy.
Yeah, but see, that would get my attention. Like, oh, dog shit viewers. Now we're talking. I want viewers that are asking me every 5 minutes if I can play Roblox. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, I remember I ditched my truck somewhere in the middle of nowhere, so I need to find it. Like, I literally stopped in the middle of a delivery, I think, because it was Subnautica time. But now I cannot find the damn thing. Was it the Ziggs? No, the Ziggs is over there. The Caterpillar is there to refuel. Must be in another zone. Why? I get why there's a monkey, but why are there 2 monkeys? Oh, that's because
there are 2 monkeys.
Yeah, that's because my shit is not properly set up again. Hang on. I always capture Chris's perspective as well, up here in the corner. The problem is that, like, okay, this is a Fugi thing. It's because I have a group Fugi and Chris has its own Fugi. Alright, there we go. I fixed it. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be I'm having a very slow start today, so expect some more scuff before we're finally,
Well...
Oh my god.
You can expect scuff from the both of us today, don't worry.
It's gonna be a scuffy day. But hey, at least we'll have all the scuff out of our system before Snowrunner later today. I'm trying really hard to remember what the fuck I was doing. Like, see, I have my Azov out here with a truck with logs on it. I think I was doing something with the Azov.
Yeah, we were coordinating this contract that everybody gets a log.
Logs, everybody gets a log.
What type of logs are in the truck that you got?
None.
None?
Yeah. There are no logs in it.
Okay. Because we need a long log and a short log.
I can live with the long logs. I want to try out the... I really want to try out the Pacific with the long log carrier.
Okay, then I'll do the short log then.
Okay, it's a job simulator? Yep.
Yeah. Job simulator, but there's like no pressure and it's just chill, you know?
Yeah. So nothing like a real job. But yeah, I like this game a lot.
Although, maybe one day we should play like co-op, like Power Wash Simulator or something.
Yeah, we can do something else someday, yeah? Doesn't always have to be Snowrunner.
I mean, I like Snowrunner personally, but I'm just saying, if you want to mix it up one day.
Maybe one day, yeah. Oops. I'd be fun, yeah, to play play a Power Wash Simulator or something someday. Alright, we're about to do what this truck was born for. Also, hang on. I think I'm gonna change the paint job a little bit. Yeah, I changed the paint job. Go back to the default paint job because it fits with the... So chat, this is the Pacific P16. This is the... This is the beast of the Canadian logging industry. It's like this truck is built for heavy log transports, and it has like a special thing on its back right now that will work together with a trailer that we're about to pick up, and then it will become one of the best trucks in this game at transporting long logs once we have that other part. So we're gonna get that right now, and I'm already driving off the road. Why is that? Hi there, precious ghosts. Welcome in. I might turn the music up a little bit. It's very quiet right now. Where is it? How's that, chat? Is that too loud? And you know what? Hang on, I'm gonna lower it again. I'm also a bit worried. I can like just turn the music up louder for myself only, and then they all get like the soft background music, you know. The music is pretty loud, yeah. How is it now? Hang on. How's this? So it's now it's for y'all. It's significant. I've turned it up only for myself. Is this a better sound balance for y'all? Like, is the music still there in the background? It's a bit difficult to balance with this game because the
You want truck
volumes,
noises and music and
yeah, the volume levels of the different trucks are also wildly different. Like if you almost a bit, the older trucks are all so much louder than the newer ones, and especially the Russian trucks are extremely loud. Hi there, Genty Beckery. Hi there, the gaming-driven doctor. Welcome in. North Carolina, good map. Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with this map. This has been one of the best maps we've played.
yeah, so far I think this is. I mean, not that we've played every map, but this is definitely the best one we've had so far.
Yeah, compared to maps like compared to the maps we have played, yeah. You don't want to touch my safe? No, I would never touch your safe. The truck is loud. Yeah, there's not a whole lot that I can. I've already like turned down the truck significantly, so unfortunately there is not a whole lot I can do about that. You're on hard mode, Yukon. Oh, you play it on the realism mode. God, I cannot even begin to imagine that. We've been like joking about it if we want to try out the realism mode someday, but man, it sounds like it's gonna be a hassle to actually play that.
We get stuck in dumbass bullshit too much.
Yeah. I still need to make like a compilation of every time I got my truck fucking stuck in something.
It's we get stuck, or we flip over, or
it's gonna be a long compilation.
Something.
I might have to pay for everything, including bringing your trucks over. Yeah, I saw that. If you want to like deploy a truck in a different area, it will cost you money as well. Yeah, so that's really something where you have to be very careful, very systematic about the way that you approach the game. I don't think you're supposed to hit those signs. No, those are hit signs. They said like hit me. Didn't you see it? Anyway, how are y'all doing today? Welcome in. Today we're having full steam Saturday where I stream pretty much the whole day. Thank you for the follow. We are so we're starting with Snowrunner today. We usually start with like acquire the game, usually Snowrunner, sometimes something else. But later I'm going to continue playing Subnautica 2 with my friends Rio and Scene. It's gonna be fun. Although I hope that Scene will be available because they had like they celebrated their affiliate anniversary yesterday, and they had like a new model, and they were still live when I passed out. They've been streaming. They streamed a long time yesterday, so I hope they'll like feel like they'll be able to stream today. But if they aren't, you know, chat, prioritize your health. Hi Sora, welcome in. I'm gonna take a gander, say I'm not allowed to come join ya. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is just Chris and me playing Snowrunner here. Uh-oh, what's happening? What's happening? What is it doing? Oh my god, it's trying to escape reality. It's vibrating. What is it doing? Oh my... Hold up.
I want to reattach your trailer.
Yeah, hang on. Give it a second. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
Is it okay?
No. Chris, can I restart the game real quick? That thing is $14,000 that I might be out of if it doesn't come back down to Earth.
Yeah, do you need me to disconnect?
Yeah.
There.
Hang on, I'm gonna restart the game for a sec. See, it would be funny if it wasn't $14,000 up there trying to escape Earth's gravity. Hang on. What the fuck? What the fuck?
How are you gonna get it down?
I don't know. I'll figure out something. What a great start, I know, right? Listen, chat, I warned y'all that there was gonna be a scuff-filled day, but I didn't expect it to be that bad.
Helicopter DLC.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm taking a bite of my sandwich. Okay, it's up in the sky normally now.
Oh man, I just remembered that now I'm gonna have to drive all the way back out there.
It's still doing it. I think that this trailer might just be bugged permanently. Am I playing with the short vibe-giving guy again? If you mean Chris, yeah, he's here.
I don't know about that one.
Jesus! How am I gonna get this truck back to the fucking garage? I just wanna, like, sell it. It's $14,000!
I think you're just gonna have to drive with it attached.
Oh my god, why is this happening? Is this a common thing? I've never had this issue with this trailer. The funny thing is that with the music that's playing right now and everything. Okay, hang on. I am going to grab a... I'm going to go back to the... I'm gonna have to, like, lift the truck back up, so I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna, Where's my Zig? Where's the Mastodon? I think I left it over here.
I'm gonna drive all the way back.
Homophobia? Yeah, we're gonna need, like, a ghost hunter to fix this problem. I've been like looking at the hardcore modes, and it looks kind of interesting, but I feel like it also will be like a bit of a pain to actually play, because a lot of it just means like, oh, if you want to do something, either you pay for it or you take the long way around, you know? Like, doesn't it cost money to move trucks between garages like this? By the way, if you play on hardcore mode, do your fuel tanks actually start full of fuel, or do you have to like go fill them up at a gas station? All right, let's see if we can do something. If we can do something to help with this truck. I might just have to literally lift the thing with like my winch, like it's a balloon trying to escape. The problem is that I cannot sell it until we're back at the fucking trailer store. Man, it would really suck if I was out of $14,000 because of that thing. By the way, if you want to hear loudness, this truck is like the fucking king of loudness. I have to turn down the truck volume for this thing alone. I actually did play Phasmophobia earlier this week. We were supposed to play a repo, but one of the people I was playing with couldn't get it to work, so we pivoted to Phasmophobia. You have like an Alan Wake event going on right now. Phasmophobia by Alan Wake.
We live in the era of crossovers, man.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks to, I feel like Fortnite is in a large part responsible for that. Although it's not the only cause, and it's not the only symptom of it. I don't think lifting a possessed truck is a great idea. Yeah, but like, what else am I gonna do? I have to at least try to bring the trailer back to the trailer store, so that I can sell it again, and see if I can, like, what happens if I buy it again. I wonder if it's just bugged in multiplayer, because I've used that trailer in single player before without any trouble.
No, I used that trailer as well in multiplayer.
No problems?
I wasn't driving the Pacific, but
But
yeah.
this is a Pacific only trailer though.
Oh.
Like it's
Then...
specifically the long logging trailer for the Pacific.
Okay, well then I guess I haven't used that trailer. I think I used a different trailer.
Nope, it immediately starts freaking out again. Oh god, lifting this thing back up is gonna be a pain in the ass. Hang on, I'm gonna have to move the trailer first. Well, if there's one vehicle in this game that can pull it off, it's this one. At least if it will get out of the ditch. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna turn.
What would you drive into the ditch for?
Oh, I thought I needed more room. I'm turning down the engine volume. I forgot how fucking loud this thing is.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You need some help?
Yeah, and an exorcist. Hang on.
Well.
See, now it behaves. Oh no, never mind. Do you need to drive past it? Be careful.
Well, let me get on this side of it.
It's really funny how you drive past it. It's like it's trying to attack you, know, like there's a yeah.
I was gonna see if there's something I can do to help flip it, but if I'm waiting to see what you do.
I doubt it. Okay, there we go.
I think you might have unpossessed it. It seems fine.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's fine now. Yeah.
I'm gonna get some gas while we're here.
Oh, this truck took a fucking beating though. Yeah, we did it. Thank you, Chris. You're my exorcist. Your presence here calmed it down.
I guess so.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Oh, I see it flipping out over there. Hang on.
Oh my god. What am I gonna do? Okay, first of all, detach the trailer. Detach the trailer, please.
Whoa.
I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. What I have to do to fix this. I think that using the Pacific. You know what? Let's just forget about it for now. It's fine. It's there, out in the corner. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recover the Pacific.
We could take it back to the trailer store.
How? Every time I move it, it starts freaking out. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a different truck to transport those logs.
Hang on, I'm gonna drive out there. I just wanna see if I tow it, if it'll flip out.
Well, maybe. Might have to restart my whole game. Hang on, sir.
Oh, oh, oh.
I did warn you. It's like a balloon, you know, like a possessed balloon.
Whoa,
oh,
whoa.
I don't... I warned you. I warned you.
Where am I? Where am I?
I tell you where you're not on the road. Look, just forget about it. I'll try to fix it in single player if the trailer is even still there somewhere.
Where did that trailer go?
We just don't know. Hang on, what I'm gonna do is I have In Overo Hills, I have the Azov with the trailer. I'm with a logging trailer. I'm gonna move that Azov back to a garage and sell the trailer. Shouldn't be too hard. I remember this trailer being like the wrong type of trailer or something, right? Wasn't this trailer like a medium logging trailer or something?
Yeah, I think that's a medium log.
I remember driving it all the way up there and then finding out that it was the wrong type of logs, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll like use the I'll try see if I can use like the Azov or something to transport the long logs. That was fucking insane. I've never seen something like that in this game. Like I said, I've used that exact trailer in single player in Dawn, which is a difficult map. And it was fine in Dawn, despite all the weird turns, all of the shearing, all of the weird shit I did with that trailer. It was completely fine. But then we go to California, which is mostly like straight roads, you know, and not any weird shit. And it just does that. It turns into fucking, it becomes possessed by a ghost. So never seen that.
It's definitely some sort of collision bug.
Yeah, something is freaking out. I think it might be the multiplayers in some way. So that's why I'm like thinking I'll try it. I'll see if I can. I'll load the map up in single player sometime. See if I can save it. But that's for another time. Maybe it's because it's in a blue state. North Carolina is not a blue state, is it?
I think North Carolina is a swing state.
I can remember Ari complaining about it that North Carolina has been red for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I think currently it's red, but in the past it has been blue. It just swings depending on, you know,
yeah,
whatever.
Depending on political climate, yeah. That or it snorted coke? Nah, it's possessed. It's a ghost. One of those ghosts we hunted on Tuesday came with me and infected the trailer. I'm gonna call
That's what happened.
I'm gonna call the Phasmophobia crew to hunt to like determine what kind of ghost it is for me. It's probably a poltergeist. Maybe it's Bill Bakke or something. And they've added a bunch of new types of ghosts to the game, and I was like, so you'll think it's like a particular type of ghost, and you like finish the game, and it tells you that you're wrong, and you see a name of a ghost you've never seen before. Like what the? I was like, what the hell is a Nobake?
Do they still update that game?
Yeah, it actually got like a big update recently that finally added character customization. And the funny thing is, they were forced to do that because the models that they've been using are so old now that they literally are like they're no longer available at all or something. Like that Phasmophobia doesn't. It actually like I feel like it's weird because when you compare it to the way that the game was when it came out, it seems like not a whole lot has changed, but it does update fairly frequently despite that. But like usually with new maps and stuff. But I think that they're like working towards their 1.0 release now that they have character customization.
It's not even in 1.0 yet.
No, after all those years, it's still not in 1.0, but it will be soon. Hang on, let me make some room.
7 Days to Die was that was an alpha for like 10 years, so I guess I can't really blame them.
Yeah. Hey, it's just the new era of small team development. You know, you can stay in early access for like a decade.
Yeah.
Just don't do what Valheim does and update like once every 2 years.
I don't know. I mean,
I guess
like
it's
obviously,
working out for them.
Yeah, like it is a bummer if you want to see the updates, but On the other hand, I don't necessarily mind that from Valheim because I think I get the Valheim bug once every 2 years anyway.
Yeah, that is that kind of thing, I suppose. But it's like I feel like a lot of indie developers are like every team does things differently. Like when I, for example, compare it to like Captain of Industry, for example, is a very good factory building automation game. But they released like a DLC that had like extra types of trains in it and the game is still in early access. And the extra types of trains are not super necessary, but they are functional stuff. That they basically locked. They basically said, well, you already paid for the early access, now you're going to pay extra if you also want early access to these trains and everything. Which I'm not super happy with. But they did mention that, like, yeah, we need to find more ways to make money, and the extra money we made from the DLC actually allowed us to hire extra people. So I also feel it's like, you know, like, well, you guys are a small team, and you're open and transparent about what you do and everything, and I'm not happy with the DLC, but I do see the positive effects of it. So I get it. It's the thing. I get it. Like if it had been like something like EA or something, or Ubisoft that did something like this, then I would have probably been way more pissed off about it, because those are big companies with a lot of money. But like a small development studio like the one behind Captain of Industry doing it, it's like okay, I get it. I get it, and at least the money allowed you, the extra money that you got allowed you to hire more people. I hope it was worth the hit you took to the game reviews though. Because people were not happy with that change. And it was like combined with another update where they restricted which mods you're allowed to use, which I'm not entirely sure exactly how that worked, but people were angry about that one too. So hey, people are also angry that Subnautica 2 doesn't let you kill fish. So it doesn't let you kill the big fish. Which I always thought, isn't that the point of Subnautica 2, that you're not supposed to kill them?
Did they play Subnautica 1? Because, like, well, okay, I've heard two different arguments, and one I agree with, and the other one I'm like, yeah, did you even play the first game?
Mm-hmm.
So the argument of, like, it doesn't let you kill fish or whatever, I'm like I said, did you even play the first game? There's like, the only thing you have are some, like, defensive mechanisms to, like, ward off some dangerous things, but you don't really have anything to attack something with.
What you could do in one is you could use the stasis rifle to put a fish in stasis, and then you could knife them, which took fucking forever. Like you could kill even Reaper Leviathans that way, but it took forever to do, because you're not supposed to do that. It's like the game kind of like telling you, like, yeah, you shouldn't do this because you're not really supposed to. So in the second game they made it completely impossible to kill those predator fish. But now people are kind of upset about it. You also don't have the stasis rifle anymore, so you cannot lock them in place.
I mean, I would chalk that kind of stuff up to early access. Like, they probably aren't finished working on parts of the game that maybe the stasis rifle and a weapon is still, like, being developed, but they didn't think it was, like, an important thing to have in the early access part of the...
Maybe.
So they didn't work on it yet or whatever, but...
Well, what they mentioned is... The problem is that the developer in the Discord server was like, you know, like a tiny little bit abrasive about it. Not even like extremely so, but a tiny little bit abrasive, but that is immediately taken as like a deep personal insult by people.
See, that mistake number one is never respond defensively about video game criticism for your game. Just accept it and go, we will take it into consideration moving forward.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta say.
The only one who can get away with that is Hakita, because Hakita once tweeted like, Ultrakill would suck if it was designed by y'all.
Well,
he's the only one who can get away with it.
There are some games that you can, that, you know, that's like what's his name, Hideki.
Yeah.
The fucking Bayonetta.
Yeah, Hideki Kamiya, where you're kind of expected. Yeah, if that's your personality, then yeah. If you're known to be like that. But even Hideki Kamiya, when that whole drama with the voice actor for Bayonetta happened, he did the same thing, and there it didn't work. Because it was a very different issue, you know. It was not game design, it was like labor dispute, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. So can I now put a heavy trailer on this? The
But,
rear
I
side of a
mean,
heavy trailer.
like I said, you can respond in a way that doesn't mean you're going to do it. You can just say we will consider it. You know, we're accepting feedback. We're considering how to make the game. You know, the game going forward, and you know.
Is the foldable logging semi-trailer, is that one, can that one be used for long logs?
No.
Okay. I might have to bring a different, I'm trying to remember which truck supports long logs. Might have to bring like a different truck altogether.
I remember trying the foldable whatever log thing, and it's I don't remember why it didn't work, but there was some reason it didn't work.
Is it because it's foldable?
I don't know.
It might have to be like extended or something.
There is a long log trailer. It's called like the it should be near the top, I think.
I remember that most of the long log trailers are like rear sections that need like a front module to work. Maybe that's why I don't see it. I need the front section. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna recover this. Let me see if I can even put it on here. Yeah, here, the log carrier front. That's the part that you need, right, for long logs?
Yep. Man, it's been a while since I've just carried one single, like, elements, one single package somewhere. Normally I'm doing, like, a fucking giant train of shit somewhere. It takes me forever. It's nice. It's nice having a nice little cruise.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Where the hell am I going?
You should have figured that out before you left.
Second house. Okay, so we're crossing the bridge. So we're going this way.
Oh, yeah, by the way, this is going to be the last Full Steam Saturday before TwitchCon, because I'm going to be in Rotterdam next Saturday.
Oh, nice.
The funny thing is that since I signed up for TwitchCon and everything, I've like been talking to a friend, and she kind of told me about everything that goes wrong at TwitchCon. So I'm a little bit nervous about it now. But I'm going there mainly to like meet up with friends, so it's gonna be fun.
Nah, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Like, the things that go wrong are just like, to be honest, it's probably not gonna be something you would have to worry about.
No, it's like I'm not gonna jump in any foam pits.
Yeah.
But also, it's like it's in Rotterdam, and Rotterdam is a nice city, you know. It's like also not too far away from like The Hague and Amsterdam. It's like what in the Netherlands we call the Randstad, which are most of our big cities are kind of clumped. Like our four biggest cities are kind of clumped together and make up like one big greater metropolitan area, and we call that the Randstad. So it's Rotterdam, The Hague, Amsterdam, and I forgot the fourth one. I live here and I don't know the names of our cities. I'm thinking, is it Utrecht? Utrecht is a bit too far away from the Randstad. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, if TwitchCon itself sucks, we can always go into Rotterdam. Rotterdam proper. It's a nice city.
I guess you were spared having to memorize the capital of every state.
No, I had to remember the name of the capitals, but like the problem is that the Randstad, none of those cities are actually the capitals of their states, of their provinces, I mean.
Yeah.
Like, funny thing is that Amsterdam is not actually the capital of the province it's in. Like, it's Haarlem. Haarlem is the capital of North Holland. And because Amsterdam is the capital of the entire country, so they didn't want to, like, you know, they wanted Haarlem to have something too. So they gave Haarlem the capital of North Holland.
Do you know which dirt road is better to take? The one that goes Like this first one or the second one here?
Hang on, let me take a look.
Because I can take the one that's
That was
right after the right
wrong.
after the bridge, or the one at the other bridge.
I don't fully remember, but if I'm looking at it, like the first one has like one of those little rock thingies here that's kind of annoying to cross over.
Yeah, I don't want to cross that.
But the other path is like, I don't think that there's like a huge difference between the two. But I think that the first path might honestly be, I think that the first path is gonna be nicer with a heavy load. Because the second path looks like it twists and turns a bit more, and then it goes downhill and then uphill again. I don't know, you'll have to try it out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try the second path, because I don't want to... I don't like crossing over rocky terrain.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Hi, Flashfire.
Yep.
How are you doing today? Let's see if I can find the rear part of this trailer now. Ah, here we go. Log carrier rear. Okay. Please don't freak out, because you're also $14,000. Okay. Okay, it's working, it's working, it's playing nice. We've already had like, hi Monokuma. We've already had like an issue today, Flash. One of my trailers freaked the fuck out and flew up into the sky.
Oh man, we should have clipped it. There were like 4 or 5 funny clips from that.
It's still there in the vault. I'm literally recording. So I'll go back later and clip it or something. I'll post it on socials. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my ass and I slap my nuts. I think that I can still see the trailer. It's somewhere around in this corner. Yeah, there it is in the sky still.
Yeah.
You see that yellow thing there? Up there? That stick? Yeah, that's it. That's the trailer. It was... I don't know what was going on with it, Flashfire, but it was freaking the hell out. I've never seen something in this game do that. There, you can see the yellow stick up there. Like the yellow pole that it was connected with. Craziest shit I've ever seen.
Alright.
Now that the physics of this game can be a bit wonky sometimes, but not that wonky.
Third house. Third house is going to need 1 short log, 1 medium log, 1 long log. I'll go back and get another short log then.
A short and a medium log? Damn, I shouldn't have sold that trailer. Imagine if that happened IRL. It would make the logging industry a much more interesting industry to work with, and that's for sure. Imagine if working in the logging industry meant you had to deal with, like, with logging trailers getting possessed every now and then, by like the spirits of the trees that were chopped down.
Maybe that the logs you were about to carry were living wood.
Well. Yeah, but that's why they tried to go to heaven.
I might have to bring a fuel truck out here and park it somewhere, because there's no gas stations out here, man.
I can bring out a fuel truck later.
Yeah.
Yep. I can bring out the field truck later.
Do not mess with ents. True.
That is so true, bestie. I wonder if his trailer was a mistake. If his truck was a mistake. Okay. I like the asshole, but man, when it's on like a weird tip like this, it gets completely stuck. Ah, here we go. Once we're over, though, we're over. Once you're done, you're done. God, I'm thirsty.
And these tires are quite good. These are some good tires.
Sorry, Chad, but I just realized I haven't really drunk much today yet, so I just drank my whole glass in a single gulp. Can you imagine like a logging game, like I mean actual industrial logging game, except like the trees that you're logging are magical, and so there might be like an ant among them, or like they might fight back. You know, something like in RuneScape, except like industrial. Also, I can confirm I did learn something from my courses this semester. I can somewhat read assembly language now. Nice. Congratulations.
That's the future.
Assembly is a language you're probably never going to actually have to write or read, but it's good to know that how it works. I remember like the story about this guy who I think applied for a job by showing that he could write like a wrote a chess program in assembly, and the response was, "That's really cool, but this is not really going to benefit you on the job." Yeah, it's like cool that you can do this, really cool, but we don't work in assembly for a reason. Oh God, please, let me out. Wasn't like Roller Coaster Tycoon written in assembly or something? I remember like a story like that, and that's the reason why the game still works so well even on modern systems. Wow, this is worthless.
Which game? Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I think was written in assembly.
You know, the crazy thing about that game is there's actually a randomizer for it.
Oh, there's like open. Have you ever seen Open RCT?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking crazy. The stuff that people have done with that game have added to it, with thanks to Open RCTs, and say you can play Open RCT in multiplayer.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can like build a thing together if you want to.
That could be fun, maybe.
Architect also has a multiplayer mode, built in, not modded in. Architect is always what I like kind of hold up as like Architect to me is like Roller Coaster Tycoon 4. Feels the most like a spiritual successor.
There needs to be a
Okay, sorry, 1 second, I'll be right back.
Alright. He's gotta refill his water. Compilers are pretty well optimized. Yeah. There's some pretty cool decompile. What is it like? Well, I mean, so I'm not I don't know any sort of code language whatsoever, but I do know that a lot of games recently, especially like older N64 kind of games, have been decompiled recently, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe there's just some sort of like leak or dump. I can't remember.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, what were you trying to say before I so
just talk about
you?
Well, when I don't remember what I was saying whenever you left, but we're talking. Flashfire brought up.
Oh no.
Pretty well optimized compilers these days.
Yeah. You know, one of the funniest thing, you know how like when you use a compiler, like the idea is you write your programming language, then you use a compiler written in another language to compile, like to compile a compiler written in the same language.
Mm-hmm.
And so they try to apply that principle to Claude, the coding AI. So current Claude is written by an older version of Claude, which is why Claude runs like absolute garbage. I guess it's like, you know how for a long time we were talking about like the technological singularity, you know, when AIs were become better than humans, and you would have like a recursive effect of AIs making themselves better, and now in practice you get that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Now, I find it kind of interesting because you can see how like now that we realize what AI actually is and what it actually does in reality, you can see how that is starting to affect fiction as well, because they brought up in Subnautica 2 you're dealing with an AI called the Noah, and there's like a log about it explaining how the Noah is capable of like he's kind of deliberately designed that he does not always follow the letter, but he can follow the spirit of orders. But there's like a talk where like people talk about, yeah, like the Noah can just straight up believe things that aren't true if it believes that those are that those benefit like its mission. And then they talk about, but isn't it like a bad thing? Isn't that a dangerous thing? And then they say, well, it's what humans do too. Like humans, like one of the other characters in that game came up with like a whole religion that was like based on nothing. But she did it because she was able to cope with the mission and what they were trying to do there. And I found that very interesting because that's basically, they said like, yeah, the Noah can hallucinate, and it's kind of like intended to do that as well. And that, I feel like that to me is like, now that we know about AI has hallucinations and stuff, how that has like kind of affected the way that we think about AIs and how we write about them in fiction. Oh shit, there's an app break. And I had this whole cool thing about AIs to say, and we were in the middle of an app break.
Rip.
Ripperoni.
Ripperoni and pepperoni.
Mm-hmm. I should say, this cool thing to say about AIs in fiction. Okay, I'll continue this talk in 1 minute when the ad break is over. Okay, we have to go all the way over there. Man, the long logs are kind of out of the way. I'm definitely gonna need more fuel. Is this a shortcut? Yeah, it's a shortcut.
Man, wow. Okay, I am impressed by this truck right now.
Huh?
Just impressed by its ability to handle the terrain with no problem.
It's the Taiga, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Taiga is really good, yeah. Okay, this isn't gonna work. I'm like getting myself stuck here in the forest. There's like a bazillion little stumps. Why did I try to take this route? Why did I do this to myself? Why did I do this to myself? Hi everyone, welcome back from the app break. Sorry about that.
He saved his conversation just so you could hear it.
Yeah, so I was talking about how the Noah is the AI in Subnautica 2, the one trying to help the humans survive on Proteus. And like how there's a conversation between two of the NPCs that you find a recording where they talk about how the Noah can believe things that aren't true if it benefits its mission. And that's like an hallucination that they're describing, an AI hallucination. But they also bring up the fact that like humans do the same thing when they're like dealing with a situation that they're unable to cope with. Like that, one of the other characters in the game came up with a new religion so that it helped her cope with the situation. And I said that I found that kind of interesting because that's the way that like AIs and hallucinations have reshaped the way that we think about AIs, even in fiction, and write about them. And also the way that it has made us like revalue human efforts as well, because it really made us realize like what is the value of art? The value of art is the human that made it. That's why AI art has no intrinsic value in it, because it was not a human who made it. Like sorry, this gets kind of philosophical and everything, but it's about like how when you try to art is like a form, to me personally, art is like a form of language. You know, you're trying to communicate something, and you don't get that. Like when you like make a piece of art, you put something of yourself in it. You craft something. You have to use your skills and abilities and knowledge to make something. And the end result might look like absolute shit, but it's still something that you made yourself. And you don't have that with an AI. You know, there's no process of like thinking about why you do something and actually going through the effort to do things. There's just the prompts that you write and the response that the AI spits out. Like I was thinking about it when I recently got like the commission back, the character design sheet for my current D&D character. And I was thinking about it, like, I could have asked an AI to generate like an image for me, but it would not have turned out anything like the design I got, because that design was really a result of like a back and forth between me and the artist, between me having ideas with that character and the artist kind of like throwing in their own ideas as well and communicating back and forth and everything. So that whole process would not have taken place if I had just used an AI to make it. And also I probably wouldn't have gotten I would have probably gotten like something with 6 fingers. GAI is a regurgitation of the human dataset of art. Yeah, it's like someone trying to imitate human language without truly understanding it. Yeah, I got the long logs. What's the fastest way to get back? Probably just turning around, actually, if I can pull that off. Human perspective of art, yeah. If nothing else, it's like the whole AI thing is very annoying, but I do like the kind of like the way that it's reshaped the way that we think about that stuff and the kind of conversation that we're having about it, and especially if humans actually having to answer the question now of what is the value of art, you know. So that is kind of, to me, is the interesting angle of it. Well, I saw a friend of mine boot up Deadlock. It's deadlock time. It's locking time. Without a human, the arts are really just a series of dots and lines. That's another way to think about it, yeah. I guess it's like how language is just a series of sounds. It's like the interpretation is important, but also like the original intent and everything. What does my humanity look like? I guess that's a way to look at it, yeah. What is humanity? That's another question that we're like rapidly approaching the point of when you have to answer it. That is another question that Subnautica 2 kind of like confronts you with, because in Subnautica 1, respawning and death were kind of hand-waved as game mechanics, but in Subnautica 2, they're actually part of the technology and the lore. If you die, you get your mind gets moved into a new body, basically. Like your body gets reprinted, and you get a new body, and you literally start the game as this is not a spoiler. Like the Noah straight up tells you this, that you were a digital copy of your mind was restored to a reprint of your body at the start of the game. Like straight up, this is immediately what they tell you, so I'm not spoiling you all or anything. But it's just kind of a plot point in the game that's humans can be reprinted. If they die, they can be reconstituted. And that kind of raises the question of, okay, but then what is humanity if you can just be digitally backed up and like restored into bodies and stuff?
Makes you think.
Yeah, it really makes you think. It's because I found it interesting because it's something that like Cyberpunk touches upon as well, and it's even a subject that was kind of breached a little bit in Dawn Trail. Because of the empire that we meet later on in the game, who have like much more advanced technology, and how they look at like the mind and the soul and everything. But unfortunately, Dawn Trail did not quite go into it as deep or as interestingly as I was hoping they would.
What counts as being human?
Well, if we are truly able to back up the human mind, make a digital copy of it, and then move into a new body, if you die and you are we are like brought back, is it still you?
That's what I'm saying.
The one thing that I thought was interesting about Dawntrail is that because that other empire, their conclusion that they reached was like, okay, listen, if what the person truly is like their memories and their mind, then that means that the soul is nothing more than a vessel. So they did not consider the soul to be a person, and because of that, they started treating souls like disposable objects. That was the most interesting idea in that game. The idea that, well, if you consider this to be a person, then the soul itself is just like an ether battery. But again, I feel like, man, they kind of did themselves dirty in that game by not exploring those subjects more thoroughly.
There is a RPG from the PlayStation 2 era that this makes me think of. It's called Xenosaga.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 parts to it, and the game is kind of about what, like, how much of you is considered the human part of you, and because like the party members themselves are all various different forms of, like, you know, quotation marks, being human.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like there's a character that is just like, okay, just bog standard human. There's a character that they are synthetic life forms, which they call realians.
Yeah.
And basically they're entirely synthetic, but they have like human rights and think like humans do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they aren't born from humans.
Yeah.
And then there's like cyborgs, which is like a, you know, like they have removed parts of their body to have cybernetic implants
Mm-hmm.
and replacements, and like, and then there's, you know, there's tons of different things. It's just like a really interesting, like how, you know, what if you are synthetically made, does that make you not a human? If you're, you know, if is it just your brain, your soul, your flesh? Like, what counts?
Can an android be a human? That kind of question. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Those are interesting questions. Yeah, I played like a tabletop RPG years ago that was called Eclipse Phase. It has also like every human in that game, like pretty much every human in that world is like a digital construct at that point because of like a disaster that took place a long time ago. And they're like Earth got attacked by rogue AI, and like the surface got devastated, and a lot of humans were only able to escape by uploading their brain, their cortical stack as they call it, to a cloud. So a lot of humans purely exist in digital format, and there's literally not enough bodies to go around to recover all of those humans that had to like make that jump. And on top of that, there's also like actual AIs in that world, so actual artificial intelligences. So on top of everything else, the AIs are being ostracized because people think like, we don't even have enough bodies for the humans, and now we're also like giving bodies to AIs, which was an interesting angle. Like I actually like played an AI in that. We had like 2 or 3 sessions, not a lot, but I actually did play an AI there. So I was also like constantly having to deal with like humans not liking me because I was an AI. This was years ago, long before the current AI thing and everything. Man, I used to think AIs were cool.
Well, I mean, I think
what we have nowadays,
older media versions of AI is cool, but like technically what we have right now isn't even AI. It's just like a fucking...
Yeah, they're large language models. They're not really the same thing. But so like I said, I find it interesting how it has affected the way that we think about AI and write about it and everything, because it makes it kind of interesting to look at like AI characters from like a modern lens, where you look at something like Shodan, and you're like, well, so Shodan is just an AI hallucinating that she's a god, basically. But also, Shodan is not just a large language model, you know. You forgot I worked in tech there. Yeah, I used to be a cybersecurity specialist. I'm currently in between jobs, as they say. Speaking of being in between jobs, Meep found a job.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, very happy for her.
Nice.
So I'm currently like talking about her with like what that opens up of what we can do about stuff. I don't want to say too much about it yet, but we got some we have some plans, we have some ideas for stuff that we could do, and that she has a source of income again.
Okay.
So we need short logs, we need medium logs, and we need long logs, and we need fuel. Hang on, I'm bringing the truck back around. And then I'll send in like a fuel truck or something.
I'm currently bringing a fuel truck as we speak and I'm towing a medium log truck behind me. I've already parked a short log truck up there that has short logs. So all you have to do is bring the long log.
At least you ain't flaunting your cybersecurity background like a different streamer. I think I might know who you're talking about. Every single introduction, oh god. Yeah, see, no. I don't want to do that. Partially because I'm afraid I'll say something stupid and people will like that what you just said is stupid, you know. Because I know a lot of stuff about cybersecurity, but I also know what I don't know, and I know that I'm like not exactly the best at that kind of stuff, you know.
There's an interesting study about what you just said just now.
Yeah, there's like a name for it, where the more you know about a field, the more you're aware of your own limitations, but I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, it's the more you know about something, the more aware you are of what you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So you are more reserved in judgment and you know, and more accepting to learning new knowledge. Whereas when you don't know, some people who don't know very much think they know everything, and therefore are very overly confident. Oh my god, I just flipped my fucking truck.
I think it's called the yeah, it's the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's the if you don't know about a field, you're more likely to overestimate your own knowledge of it. Is that wait, where did you put that truck?
Don't worry, luckily I have 2 trucks, and this is why.
Okay, now I was just thinking like it's a fuel truck, so if you like knocked it over in like a good spot, we don't need to worry about that. That's what I was thinking.
Oh no, it's not. I haven't even gotten to a Vero yet.
Okay. So for the long logs, it's easier for me if I go the other way. So I'm gonna leave my truck here for a little bit, so that I can refuel it over here. Where are you planning on putting the fuel truck?
I'm gonna park it either on the bridge or before the bridge or something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the truck here then for now. So you have short logs on your for your trailer, right?
I have. On by the bridge is a short log truck. Okay. It already has short logs in it. It's on the island.
I can quickly deliver
right there.
Those.
You're staring at it.
Yeah. So there's a few things. So this truck, I can try making it and grabbing more long logs, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough fuel for like 2 trips.
Well, like I said, I'm bringing the fuel truck as we speak, and I'm pretty sure we will cross paths.
If I do that over here. Because I was planning on taking this path, but I can also take this path if we're gonna cross paths over here or something.
Well, remember, only one place has long logs, I think.
It's all the way over here in the corner.
Which one? No, hang on, I gotta watch your stream because it's late.
Yeah, so right now this is the island. And then to the southwest of the island is the long log place. But the place where I think you're thinking of crossing is the southeast, because that's where the other fuel truck is currently parked.
Yeah.
So if I were to go directly for the long logs, I would not cross you.
You know where your fuel truck is? The dead fuel truck?
The Chevrolet, or is that my fuel truck? It has to be, because it didn't get reset when the
Kodiak.
Yeah.
So that Kodiak is empty, completely empty, even the fuel.
Yeah.
I can meet you there.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to take the long way around with this truck. It's not much longer, so I'll do that. I'll go that direction then.
Okay.
I think the current problem with current AI is that, yeah, it's not AI, it's an LLM designed to be profited from. There's many problems with it. You can kind of see that. Have you noticed how like the tech companies and the big tech pros and everything have like changed their tune? Like they're now describing AI as like a helper tool and not something to replace you. That's because they've noticed that like they're not really selling this thing by selling it as like a replacement. Because yeah, that interests stockholders and it interests like the upper sections of companies, but it makes the lower sections of companies extremely hesitant. Because if ask anyone in a company and they'll tell you like, yeah, AI is great for everything except what I do. My work cannot be replaced by an AI, but the other things probably can. That every person in a company is like that. Like I had a talk recently with someone, like an appointment. I had an appointment on Monday with someone, and they kind of like they asked me about like AI, if I'm interested in AI, and I kind of do that thing, you know, where I go like, I don't really like AI, and then they showed me on ChatGPT how they could like have ChatGPT like generate a list of stuff for them and everything, you know. And I was just kind of sitting there uncomfortable, not sure if I should like call them stupid for needing an AI to think about for them, you know. But I didn't want to be rude. I was just kind of sitting there like, yeah, I don't know if this is for me. I prefer doing this stuff myself. But like, I did, see, I also didn't want to escalate. There's many reasons why I didn't want to escalate the situation. But I wonder, like, if I had asked them, hey, could this AI do your job? What I would have said. If I had like been in a more, if I had been in a better position in that talk, maybe I would have confronted them about it. But I was in no position to talk back in that appointment. The Google Ads really trying to push it. Yeah, now like now fucking YouTube is doing another thing where if you upload a short, it's automatically enrolled in another AI program. Because of course it is. Hey, there you are. Hang on, I'll refuel.
Hey, told you I'd meet you here.
Yeah, perfectly timed. Holy shit. Amazing. Okay, so when I'm gonna... You don't need to completely fill up my tank. That is enough, yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to like save a little bit of gas for other trucks. I'll probably, when I'm done with the second trip, I'll just dump the... Oh no, I need to bring the trailer back, so I cannot do that. Actually, yeah, never mind. Now, this will be enough fuel for the return trip, I think, but I'm not gonna... unfortunately, I do need some fuel to bring the trailer back.
Well, for now, it's parked there until I'm gonna move it once I get the medium logs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna trailer over to the bridge area.
That's okay. I think the infrastructure side of things would still be okay for a while. The infrastructure side of what exactly? Of AI? The big problem is that like AI does not make money right now, because people will use it as long as it's free. But I'm kind of wondering if people like the idea was, you know, the idea with modern, if you want to like the modern plan for any big new industry is you disrupt the existing industry, and when people are completely dependent on your new thing, then you rack up the prices. That's how Amazon worked. That's how Netflix worked. You know, all the streaming services that are now cranking up their prices now that they have disrupted the existing systems and everything. That's how you do it. You disrupt an existing industry, and when people are dependent on the new one, you rack up the prices. And the AI was supposed to be the same thing, where you interrupt, like you make people dependent on AIs by destroying existing infrastructure and the existing industries and existing methods. And then when people are completely dependent on them, you make AI more expensive to pay for it. Except that it has not really worked out that way, because AI is so prohibitively expensive to run that they are starting to have to like rack up the prices now, or find more investment. But you know, investors want a return on investment sooner or later, and that sooner or later is starting to arrive now. If OpenAI does not make like $1 bazillion before the end of the year, they might go bankrupt. And like a lot of those people who kind of use AI in like a way where it's like, yeah, it's convenient, I'll just ask the AI to do it for me. The question is, are they still going to do that if they have to pay like $100 per month or something for it? Ah, man, I don't like how there's fucking eyes staring at me from that place over there. There's like one ghost in each of those buildings. You see it, chat? You see it?
Oh man, I don't know if this truck is sketch with medium logs.
Google is trying to get students to be addicted to their Gemini. Yeah, they're trying really hard on that. I don't know if it's gonna be successful or not. Like on the internet, people are very obviously heavily countered against AI, but then in real life, whenever I have like a conversation with someone and they go like, "Yeah, no, let me show. I'll just ask ChatGPT to do it," it makes me go like,
I mean, it seems to me, and this is just through people I know, that the people that really like and advocate for AI stuff
Hi, Dr.
are
Reese,
typically the type of people, or typically the person that doesn't, like, it's not that they don't know whatever they're asking the AI to do, but they're not as affluent at the task that they're requesting. But they might be affluent at prompting.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like I said, that's a big thing where there's this Dunning-Kruger effect. The AI is like Dunning-Kruger effect made manifest, where the more you know about what you're doing, the less confident you are in AI can do it. Again, the problem where if you ask anyone in a company what can be done with AI, they will like tell you that everything except their own job can be done with AI. Guess the rarity. I don't know. Epic? You look kind of epic to me. You're probably epic rarity. Those 1 year free trial for students are going to make like quarter of the new higher def turn into brainless zombies. Well, like I also kind of wonder if like is a student going to be able to afford an AI subscription? They probably want the colleges to pay for them. But then what's the whole point of a college if all it does is like provide subscriptions to AIs? Why does my stream have a single viewer, which is you? Duckeries, I'm going to have to ask you to not talk about the number of viewers. I don't look at the number of live viewers for a good reason. And that's because it's extremely distracting. So I don't pay attention to that.
What was I saying? I mean, there's already some like reports. I don't know if it's like studies or whatever, but there's already some things about like students are saying that they wouldn't be able to write like 10-page papers about stuff without AI now.
You're supporting AI? Meep, did you come in like the till end of this conversation? It was like a whole conversation about how much AI sucks.
You little
Yeah, came in at the end of that conversation. How are you doing today, Meep? Congratulations on the job.
Hey, congrats.
But I think hang on, Flashfire said, I think the corporization of the concept of AI makes at least me think, what does it mean to be truly independent and unique, and how would you create that within AI? But if you create that, are they truly independent in their thinking? Are they thinking sentient? Yeah, those kind of questions are like the more philosophical questions, you know? About what does it mean to be a human? What is the meaning of art? What's the meaning of human work and everything? Using them is one thing, relying on them is scary. Yeah, but you can say the same thing about like a lot of technologies, the thing. But yeah, so I really don't like AI, but I feel like, see, when I look at this from like a bigger scope, we live in a weird economy, in a weird financial system where, like I said, this whole thing about disrupting existing industries, and a big part of like especially finances and financing your business is fake it till you make it. And people with a lot of money treat their money like they treat the economy like it's a giant casino. So if you are a big investor, a big capital investment firm, you want your money to explode. You want a return on investment that's like 10 times or 100 times or something. So you invest your money in businesses that can promise you that. That's kind of the issue that the tech industry has to deal with, because tech generally is a safe but slow-growing return on investment. So they have to kind of do these kind of things where they promise the world and everything and make like big swings in order to get investors enthusiastic and investing. So that's why we went to the same thing with NFTs, Because NFTs were like, remember everything that AI was promised to us, NFTs are promised to us as well? And it was like... It was fucking like... That died down real quick. Because that was the same thing where like investors were were juiced up to do big investments with like NFTs are gonna change everything, and NFTs are gonna make our life so much better. Now you can like buy a gun in one game and then use it in another game as well. And everyone who knows anything about like design and implementation knows that that's not how that works.
Well, I mean, I also think it also got some crossover with like crypto kind of stuff, because everyone was thinking like, oh, this is the... I mean, it was kind of advertised as like the next cryptocurrency type of thing, and when it wasn't necessarily like that sort of thing at all.
Yeah, the thing is, so we go to a cycle of tech hypes because the tech industry has to generate these hypes every now and then to get investors enthusiastic in investing again, because they want those big returns on their investments. They don't want the safe slow growth. They want to gamble all of that money because they have infinite money. That's the problem with like having organizations that are having so much money. They want to do crazy shit with that money, and they're willing to take the risk if it means that they might tenfold their money or something. And then you get into this cycle where you have like these crazy technologies that are being promised of changing the world. Everyone wants to invent TV too. Except that a lot of stuff is not TV too, and it's very hard to predict that because you never know how things will go. So what I think is I always bring up the example of big data. Big data was one of these as well. And if you look at how big data is used now, a lot of the stuff that came out of that in the technologies are completely pointless, or not used. But there is a few specific ways in which all that big data stuff is actually kind of useful, kind of interesting. And the same thing is going to happen to AI, where I think that like we will find the actual useful ways to use AI, and it's going to be great for that. And everything else, they're just going to switch to a new tech hype in a few years when they need more investor money. So I'm kind of curious what the next one is going to be. It might be quantum. It might be like quantum computing.
If they can computing is starting to get some...
Yeah. So that's my prediction.
Ground.
My prediction is quantum computing is going to be the next one. And they're going to like... We're going to have like a lot of... We're going to go to the same cycle again where we're going to have data centers built specifically for quantum computing and everything. And we're going to like... Quantum computing is not perfect either. So we're going to have to run into those flaws a lot. And shit.
I mean, there's other concerns with quantum computing as well compared to...
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that, like, I think, the what you compare quantum computers to what we have now are, like, the amount of transistors in computer chips, right? Like, that's the big deal.
Yeah, because of... it's really hard to do quantum computing because of entanglement. You have to keep that the qubits will get entangled with each other, and that causes issues. That's what makes it so hard to do.
But like, I think the best chip that has been designed so far is only something like just over 100 qubits.
Mm-hmm.
When if you wanted to do what our computers do now, it would have to be in the like millions or billions or something like that. I can't quite remember.
I'm patiently waiting for the day half the internet filled with AI-generated web pages. Have you done a Google search recently, Washi? We're already there. It's just that nobody actually uses those websites, so... I don't know what the business model is there. Do they actually generate money? Like, I know that Google's trying to fight back against AI slop, probably because they realize that they're like advertised. Like, the problem is you have the AI generated videos, and then you have all of the AIs watching those videos, and you waste a lot of advertising. This is genuinely becoming a problem where so much advertisement money is wasted on bots and AIs that like the advertisers are going to be like, hey, what the fuck happened with my advertisement budget? Why is nobody buying my shit? But I am burning through advertisement money, or through advertisement budget. That's genuinely becoming an issue because of it. That's why they're trying to resist it. I mean, but definitely got more processing power, but nowhere near accessible. Well, see, the quantum computing... Now we're going to get into mathematics, because quantum computing is very good at specific things.
Yeah.
So a bit is 1 or 0. Easy, right? And you can do like do simple computations with it. 1 or 0, you can make like a byte, and you do like binary computations. But there are very simple computations.
It is on or off.
Yeah. So the smallest.
There's no alternative.
So the smallest operation that like a processor can do is like 232 or 264-bit numbers and add them or remove them or something. That's the smallest computation that you can do, and that makes problems sometimes very hard to compute. Like if you want to like break encryption, you have to do a lot of computations because you have to test a lot of potential answers to see if they're the correct answer. That's what makes cryptography safe. The idea that it's so hard to brute force it that it will take you millions of years to find the correct answer. However, a qubit can essentially represent what they in mathematics call a matrix, like in linear algebra. In a qubit, the smallest possible computation that you can do in a single step is a much more complicated computation. And I'm explaining this to you because I also don't fully understand it. I have had several courses in quantum computing, and I still don't fully understand it. But this is roughly how I understood it. That thanks to a qubit, the smallest possible computation that a QPU can do is a much more complicated computation than a regular CPU can do. And because of that, it can solve these big complicated problems where you have to try out a lot of different solutions much quicker than a CPU. But it is a form of statistical analysis. You have to repeat the computation many times, and then you'll get like one answer that has a much higher that you get much more often than the other answers, and that is going to probably be the answer you want. But you're not completely guaranteed that it's going to be the answer, because it's basically statistical analysis. So that's I think is gonna be the big Achilles heel of quantum computing. The fact that it's basically a form of statistics. You're not computing with like, no, this is it. You're computing with this is probably what it is. Hang on. I think the current use of AI has been in medical research, folding protein. Yeah, and Sarah talked about how you can use AI to design better computer chips, which is also a very interesting field. Philosophical use, introspection, or identity. Yeah, but that's more the stuff around it, you know. Every new technology kind of like forces... It's what used to be the field of science fiction, you know, exploring humanity through the lens of technology. It has now just become fiction, just reality, you know. Didn't know you could stream on YouTube Shorts. Yeah, if you stream in vertical format, you end up in the Shorts feed. Are you talking about that a monkey could write Shakespeare given enough time? Something like that, but kind of the opposite, you know. Where,
It's like, that would be like, right now, it would take, like, septillions of time of monkeys writing on a typewriter to come up with Shakespeare, whereas a quantum computer, it would just be like, well, it could take a few million, you know?
It's more like the quantum computer would... How do I describe this? I think that this is, to be honest, I think that this is the wrong metaphor for that example. It's more like you need to open a, like, again, let me give you the example of encryption. You have a lock, you have several billion keys that could fit. A regular CPU would have to try out the keys one by one. A quantum computer can try out like a million, can try like all keys at once or something, but it's not entirely sure if the key that so it's not entirely sure if the key that fit was actually the right key, so it has to try those billion keys again and again and again and again, and then it will say, okay, this key fits more often than the other ones, you know.
It can narrow it down much faster just because it can
because the most basic computational step is much more complicated than on a regular CPU. Yeah. Unfinished business. What? Oh. Okay, so I have
when it comes to encryption, though, like before we even get quantum computer kind of stuff, and even if it were, like, I don't even know if it's possible on like a personal computer level. I think it's only going to be like a, you know, like an entity company kind of thing. Governments will be like, because I don't think it's like, especially with, obviously it costs like a lot right now to even try to begin using it. But if it ever does become a thing, then I think cryptology and like the way we encrypt and encode things is going to have to change dramatically.
Yeah. Hey, scientists, cryptologists have been working on post-quantum cryptography for years. So
Yeah.
it's not really exactly in common use, but there is promising paths there to explore. And yeah, like I think it's already like that some like organizations are already requiring post-quantum encryption by this point, because see, the problem is that if quantum computing becomes big enough, then it's not just then all of our existing encryption is gonna have to change. Like, and everything that was encrypted in the past since the invention of cryptology is going to suddenly be no longer safe. So anything that you've stored, any data or computations or calculations, all of that is going to suddenly be useless.
Well,
all of our existing OAuth and all of our existing encryption infrastructure, it's all going to have to change very suddenly. That's kind of the big worry that I have, that we're not going to be prepared for the giant changes we're going to have to make.
No, I think things like that, like, well, I think obviously I don't want to say it's like impossible, but I do think it's like when it comes to that sort of thing, like generally tech is on like on to like, okay, this is how things are going, this is how things are changing.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start converting everything to it, because it's like, this is like back to like the, you know, Y2K kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody thought, oh no, computers are gonna whatever, because
yeah,
year 2000. But
and what she brings up a good point, that there's not many quantum computing professionals. Like it's been researched for a while, but it's been more of like the field of like theory. It's all been theoretical so far, you know. And I think there's also the fact that I remember recently a paper was published that kind of like showed that the actual improvements. Hey, nice. The actual improvements.
How much do we get? I accidentally mashed the button.
I didn't. Sorry, I also mashed the button. Because I was in the middle of a conversation, but it was a lot of money, I think. Let me check if I can like see it in some way. I think like this or something. No, what was the button again to bring up the?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I remember there's like a button that you can press to bring up the menu. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I think we might have made like $10,000 or something from that one mission.
I feel like we made more than that, but it's hard to say. Well, we've done every contract in Pineline Bay and Pineline Energy.
Yeah, we're almost done.
We just got geodetic guidance. Let's see what.
After that, it's just like the individual little tasks.
Yeah.
What you brought up, that's a good example. The whole like we're nowhere near there yet. Like even if quantum computer becomes the next big thing, it's gonna be like, okay, but where are you gonna get the experts from, you know, to like make all of this stuff work for you? Like you actually have to translate your problems in a way that a quantum computer can do something with them. Which is gonna be kind of complicated to actually write all of that software and everything. Maybe you can use AIs to do it for you, except that there is barely any quantum program, so even a vibe coding AI is not going to be able to do anything with it. God, we're actually going to get fucking vibe coded quantum software. It's going to be hilarious. I kind of want to see that now. I really hope that quantum computer becomes the next big thing and it fucking crashes and burns. Even though that's going to set back actual quantum computing by like years probably. No, that's not true. It's not going to set it back. It's only going to like help it out in the end. It's going to be kind of interesting though.
It looks like we're done with logs, so I'm just going to put the log trucks up now.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this trailer back to the trailer store and sell it. And I'm just gonna like pretend I do not see the other trailer up in the sky. Man, I wish these fucking large logging trailers weren't so expensive. That's $14,000 that's hovering up in the sky right now.
I'm sure we could force it to. We could deliver it back if we either you restart the game and then bring it down to Earth, or.
Yeah, I think that if I were to like, like I said, I'll try to do it in single player. Let's see if I can bring it back down in single player and deliver it. I think an interesting computer architecture and low-level coding and quantum computing architecture sounds interesting. Hey, you can totally go into that field. I do think that it's going to become like a bigger thing soon. Because we're also like hitting like limits of computation, and the tech industry is going to need a new hype soon. And you can do, like I said, you can do really cool things with quantum computing, like those really complicated types of things where you want to like test a big field of potential solutions. It's going to be very interesting for that. It's going to be very interesting to solve complicated problems. And hey, if you actually become one of the like 10 people in the world who understand quantum computing.
Do we have? Isn't there like a water?
Maybe I should have specialized in post-quantum encryption, man. I could have made that. I could have made bank. I could have charged anything I want for working. That's not true. They still wouldn't hire me. I started to suspect that one of the reasons why I'm having trouble finding a new job might be because my salary indication is like my salary indication is industry appropriate, which businesses don't like. They want to underpay you. So I might have to like cut it back.
You could try some getting hired tricks, like if you apply. I don't know how many applications you've put into places, but some tricks I know is if I put in an application, and like you don't hear back, you call them up and try to get their HR department.
Mm-hmm.
And say like, oh yeah, someone told me to call for an interview. When when is that? Like, who am I supposed to talk to set that up?
Uh-huh.
And then they will look for someone to do that for you.
That is such a boomer trick. I don't think that's gonna work in the kind of companies. Like if they say that, they might like if one of them challenges me on it, I'm in trouble. I'm like, wait, who told you that? And I mean I don't know.
If they challenge you on it, you just hang up and call the next company. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
That's also true. I've definitely gotten more, tried to be more, like, assertive with companies, be a bit more
also,
brutal.
I take offense to you saying that's such a boomer trick. What does that mean?
Sorry, I mean, it's like, the boomer mindset of like, I got my job by just walking in there and demanding a job.
Oh, no, I'm not saying demand a job. You just call it. It's like you're just like tricking to put your foot in the door.
Yeah, but like that whole trick and that fake it till you make it and everything. Like my parents told me, like, when you go to a place, you should ask them if they can like pay you back for the travel costs and everything. It's what my parents told me. But like, see if you can get back like the gas money or something. I did that once. They were fucking furious. I dared ask them, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then my parents were like, well, back in the day, it's like, oh, it's a boomer thing.
All I'm saying is that there's a game to play, and you gotta play it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know there's like a game, but like that whole experience still bothers me. The fact that they were actually fucking mad about it, I dare to ask for it, and it's like, bro, I just... Ugh. And my parents were also just looking at me like, wait, what? Really? And I'm like, yeah, really.
I mean, that is in uncertain places. That actually is still a thing. Like, not in America, but I know.
Not in the Netherlands either.
I know there are cultures that is a thing. Like, it's expected to.
Maybe in Germany or something, because my mother's German, or maybe in Spain. I don't know. Not here in the Netherlands. Man.
Okay, so this is just... How the hell am I supposed to do this?
What are you trying to do?
I guess I gotta... I thought there was a water trailer somewhere sitting around here, but I've forgotten where it is.
Oh, hang on, I got a ping. I want to see what it is. Ah. Friend asking me to play Dune. Don't think that she saw that I'm live. Sounds so interesting across the pond. What? You mean in the Netherlands?
And it depends on where Flashfire is, if they're in Europe or America, but either way.
Flash, you're American, right? Are you? I don't actually know for sure. Yeah, you're American, yeah. I mean, look, all things considered, the Netherlands are not a bad place to live. Help you? I don't know if I can do that. Netherlands are not a bad place to live, all things considered. Like when I consider how the past 1.5 years went and everything, it's not so bad. It's just that like corporate culture is the same everywhere, you know. At least the culture around other things is not the same, but corporate culture is the same shit everywhere.
Yeah. That's true.
True that. Ugh.
And despite all our complaining and moaning,
this dip, it's always this fucking
I think any first world country is probably a fine place to live. It's not, I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be easy or you'll be happy, but I think you'll enjoy some niceties that you wouldn't get in some other countries.
True. This road is nasty with all the little dips that immediately go back up again. This road is this truck's weakness. It's like the one thing this truck is not good at.
I hate when there's like a dirt road and it has like a divot.
Thank you for your wise words, my local squirrel Vtuber. I'm not a squirrel, I'm a stoat. Come on.
Hey, nice.
Squirrel is a new one. Now I'm pretty sure Meep had called me a squirrel at some point.
And we're going through every possible rodent until we come back to rat.
Yeah. Hamster, mouse, rat, cheese. At least I've never been called a skunk. I have a friend who's a skunk VTuber.
Skunky?
Yeah, Skunky, yeah. Oh yeah, you know him, of course. Yeah, Skunky, yeah.
Now, does my water tank have water in it? Or do I have to fill it with water?
Water tanks, I think you have to fill them up. They don't come with water. I think. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Yeah, I think that you have to, like, fill them up. Beaver, that's also a new one. Yeah, where are my beef tubers at?
Beef tubers. I don't think I
Oh,
want to hear that.
Funny thing is, I think there's like two types of beef tubers. You have the beavers, and then you have the buff ones. I guess the buff pup would be a beef tuber, you know.
I don't know if you're saying beef tuber or beef tuber.
I'm saying both of them. I like if like the beef tuber, the beaver tuber, and there's definitely at least one beaver out there, but I don't know any of them. But like beef tubers and like, you know, the beefy, it's probably VTubers like Buff Pup, the ones that are like very buff. I guess you could also call those like buff tubers, but beef tuber is funnier. I mean, if you see my chest, I'm kind of a beef tuber.
Are you?
Don't you think so? Okay, maybe not.
I don't know. I think it's the vest that the vest makes it what's it called? The vest
excuse me.
Lessens the beef, if that makes sense.
Or does it emphasize it? Ta-da! See, the funny thing is I look beefier with the vest.
Yeah, like obviously you would, but the vest is very I don't know. It's just like it's a type of thing that it is. I don't know how to describe it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm not the only one that like. Am I right? Is it? Does the vest lessen the meat? Chat.
What?
I need chat to back me up here.
Dear audience members, watch out what you're about to say. I can just recover the truck now.
Don't worry, you won't get banned. I promise.
Well, you cannot promise that. You're not a mod here.
Hey, I can promise whatever I want.
I can promise you lots of things.
Yeah.
Ah, my coffee is cold. I forgot to drink it.
There's a phrase I want to say, but I don't want to say it. Is how I'm putting it.
You can say it as long as it's not gonna get my channel banned.
No, it wouldn't get your channel banned, but I still don't want to say it.
Okay. Well, it's up to you if you want to share it or not.
No.
If it's funny, just say it. You know.
I don't know. It could be funny, but I'm withholding.
Sorry, I need to check what's up with all these pings that keep popping up in my Discord.
It emphasizes it. Okay. Well, then I'm in the wrong. If that's the case. The chat did not back me up. So the vest does, in fact, add beef.
Mm-hmm. One of the pings was from Satisfactory Plus. Yeah, Satisfactory 1.2 is about to come out. Wait a second. Did you see what they just announced for Dead by Daylight?
Nope.
Do you want to know?
You can tell me. I don't care.
They announced Jason. Hang on, I need to watch this. Hang on, chat. We're taking a quick break. Oh, don't start yet. Fucking Friday the 13th in Dead by Daylight. Finally, holy shit!
It's real.
It's real. And the funniest thing is they cannot call it Friday the 13th because the rights for that are not. New Line Cinema still doesn't have the rights to that title. They've never had the rights to that title. That's why all the later Jason movies are called like Jason Returns or something. Hang on, chat. Hang on. I'm gonna put it on the stream in a sec. I just need to find the right capture. There it is.
Five Nights at Freddy. I think Five Nights at Freddy's been in.
Friday Nights at Freddy's has been in for a while, yeah. But you can play as Purple Guy. He's the killer. Well, he's in the suit, but alright, here we go.
Oh, I missed the /J at the end of that sentence.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. I want to see this trailer. It's only 47 seconds. This looks like a fucking found footage movie from like a liminal horror story. Kate Pixels, is that you? Why is the frame rate so choppy? Hang on. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be that way. You're joking that they actually added friend? Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's has been in for a while, yeah. I'll show you in a second.
Sometimes when your own genius transcends yourself.
Ah, there it is.
A joke.
The famous knife, the famous whatever it's called.
Machete.
Machete, yeah. And the mask, of course. This would have been so hype if it was if the trailer was not titled Jason. Oh, this is gonna be good. Even the music sounds like the music. But yeah, so DBD. Yeah, let me show you. He's actually a pretty fun. He's pretty fun to play as. Okay, I need to go past all of the 10,000 people who are like reacting. I want to see the official trailer. I don't want the fucking reaction footage to it.
Iron Mouse and Jackpot Mix.
No, I
It'd be
haven't.
banging. Damn, I gotta listen to that. Thanks, Meep.
Thank you, Meep. Oh, you have an app break coming up. So this is perfect watching this while the app break is playing. Yeah, he has pretty interesting mechanics. He has like a whole mechanic where there's actually like a camera room that he can pass through and that survivors can enter. They found a pretty cool way to implement him in Dead by Daylight mechanics. Also note how he killed her right before 6 a.m. This is like the last second Markiplier loss. Actually, I don't know. Did Markiplier ever lose at like the last second in one of these games? He probably did. He played all of them.
How many games are there at this point?
Yes. Okay.
Ads, jail.
If I play this Meep, is it gonna get me instantly copyright stricken to hell?
Well, you got ads going right now.
Oh. I thought this was a good moment to do it because of the ad break.
Oh, I see.
Right after used by label engine. Ads Jill, yeah. They were released early? Man, even Twitch is like we don't make any money off this bozo's channel. $7, I think. 7 what? 7 or 6?
7 or 6.
What is this? Oh, I don't like this type of music very much, though.
Rip chat. It's over.
I'm just quickly jumping through it to like avoid getting anything copyright claimed or stricken. It will still probably get claimed or whatever. Doesn't sound bad, though. God, Iron Mouse is she fucking performed at the FanFest a few weeks ago. She's huge. Not bad for an independent VTuber. Without like the backing of a big corporation. What, by the way, speaking of corporations, what is Vshoujo doing nowadays? Like, I know that I think most of their big talents have left them at this point because of all of the corruption and all of the scams and everything. She's free of her chains, yeah. And she did have, I guess she was working together with Vshoujo, but when I hear how Vshoujo did things, I kind of wonder if that was like more detriment. She bankrupt? Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing today? No news of them is good news? I suppose so. Isn't there like a different organization now that a lot of those ladies are part of? Okay, hang on. I need to find a new mission to do. Sarah, this fucking game broke on me. One of my trailers completely flipped the fuck out. Like over here, it's up there. It's up in the sky right now. This is not a rendering mistake. It's actually up in the sky like that in a tree.
It's up in trailer heaven.
Yeah, it's stuck in a tree. Man, this fucking game. I guess there still is some geodetic guidance. Ow. I can do some of the geodetic guidance things over here. You're doing the water mission, right? Oh, I need to finish delivering the prototype exploration unit. Yeah. The thing has been...
Oh man, what happened to all my water? I guess
Good
I gotta
question.
go get more water.
Yeah. How did you manage? I don't know. I need to like... I didn't clip it, but if you go back in the vault, you can actually see it.
I mean, it was a joint effort.
Yeah. Chris also flipped out, but if you go back in the vault to like go to the part where I brought the Pacific P16 with the log, after I bought the logging trailer for the P16, and you can see what the fuck happened. Unbelievable. I got stuck immediately. Tits? Yeah, Tits is the name of the software that does the metal pipe stuff in for ENVtuber and Vtube Studio. But it's integrated into Waterdos, so right now Tits is not running. But if you've ever seen like a VTuber that has like a thing where you can throw stuff at their head, usually they do it through Tits. Like if I run Tits in tandem with Vtube Studio, the model actually responds to metal pipes.
Also, it's really funny to say.
Yeah. Tits. Tits. Oh god. Let me out of here, please. Look at DMs. It's important. If it's a picture of a metal pipe, I swear to god.
I don't know why you... Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say.
It's a video of
through that?
It's a video of the Pope? What?
It's important. You gotta watch the... You gotta watch
Oh, he's doing 6-7. You're right. Oh god. It's 6-7. It's now a religious symbol. If you 6-7 at the heavenly gates, Peter will just let you in. It's like the secret handshake, you know.
Nice.
How can we get your VTuber to do 6-7? I can talk to Sherry about that. This model can do 6-7. The one I'm gonna show y'all on June 3rd can't, because it's live 2D. Speaking of which, in this model I have. Oh yeah, speaking of which, chat, I'm for the past 18 months I have been working on getting a live 2D VTuber model, and it's finally done. And I'm gonna reveal it on June 3rd when my affiliate anniversary is happening. I should have been making big announcements out of this, but I'm gonna be honest. I've been so fucking weird with my sleep schedule this week that I have not had the energy to actually do any of that. So I'm gonna work on it tomorrow and do like announcements the upcoming week. It's gonna be June the 3rd. It's a very nice model, looks very pretty, extremely detailed, extremely good tracking on it, and it took a long time to finish. But Sherry did absolutely an amazing job on it. You have hand tracking, do 6-7. Well, the problem is if I plug in my webcam now, there's a good chance that it will break 10 other things. By the way, chat, again, how's the music? Is it like, is the music loud enough? Is it quiet enough?
Bro, come on. Just 6-7 for everybody.
Come on, bro. Don't leave me hanging, bro. Oh, fine. Hang on, give me a second. I need to see if this works.
We got him, chat.
There's a chance that this might break everything. So if I suddenly go like offline, or like I explode, or I burn to a crisp, you know why. You blame Sarah. Okay, the camera is now plugged in. Hello, Cullen Carter. Do you want to hear a secret? Depends on the secrets. Oh my god, hang on. I need to make sure that if I accidentally put the camera on the screen that I will not look like a fucking Neanderthaler. That's useless. I need to get a hair... Bro, I need to get a fucking haircut. It looks horrible. I keep forgetting to make an appointment with the hairdresser.
You gotta make an appointment, and you can't just walk into a barber?
I know. Not the one I go to. I have to make an appointment there. There's pretty much no way to salvage this.
Jesse Cox, but more homeless.
Oh god, no. See, this is the problem of being a VTuber. You kind of like basic stuff, like the way that your hair looks. You just stop thinking about it. Look, I'm not like fucking messy or dirty or anything like that. I'm very clean. It's more that I'm not like it's just a precaution, you know, in case I fuck something up and the camera pops on or whatever. I just don't want to like. So then I'm currently like trying to salvage what I can, brushing my hair a little bit out just in case. But it should not. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. In theory, it shouldn't. Okay, let's see if I can get the hand tracking working. So if I do this... No, that doesn't work.
I mean, we have been driving through the mud, so if he does have 2 inches of mud on his face,
Game capture,
it would be
HD
appropriate
Pro
for the situation.
HD Pro... Come on, capture the webcam. No, it does not capture the camera, unfortunately. It's every time this problem. He's been role-playing Snowrunner this whole time, man, if only. The secret is one day you'll be successful and always remember to never give up. Thank you. But why is that a secret? Of course I'll one day be successful. No, I won't. Well, maybe, you know, maybe.
I mean, can't rule out the possibility, but if you were going to make a bet on it.
I wouldn't bet on it, but it's possible. Okay, so I'm currently having trouble getting this shit to work, probably. Because it does not... This is what I was afraid of. It does not recognize the webcam unless I... Well, maybe if I do like this. No. There is something on my computer. It is not like having both a webcam and a stream deck connected. And if one of those is true, then the other one is going to cause issues. Hi, Kaimor. How are you doing today? Okay, and now... Oh, God. Man, the things I won't do for you, my dear audience. Like I'm trying to get my hand tracking to work again so I can do 6-7. And don't forget this. What I do for you, the sacrifices I make. Yeah, the camera is borked.
They won't soon be forgotten.
The camera is borked. It does this every time. This is why I stopped using... This is part of the reason why I stopped using hand tracking, because the camera kept acting up. Maybe if I like quit out of Stream Deck... hang on. Quit Stream Deck, yeah. Unplug, yeah. Okay, let's try that again. I don't know, like there's a problem in the software somewhere. Okay, it works again. Like there's something in the software somewhere. I think it's specifically something in Auto itself, where it just becomes impossible to like speak to the camera, so to speak. Let's try it again. Why does the guy's screen look like a deranged Donkey Kong, or is it just him? No, that's my friend Chris.
Deranged Donkey Kong?
Yep, you're a deranged Donkey Kong now.
How am I deranged? I'm just the regular Donkey Kong face.
Hang on, chat. I'll try rebooting Waterdor real quick, see if that works.
Nah, he still hasn't 6-7'd yet.
I'm trying.
It might not happen. It's sounding like it's not in the cards.
It's not me, it's my computer. It does not like my webcam anymore for some reason. I don't know why. It's annoying because like maybe I do want to use hand tracking for something, you know, and it just doesn't work.
Is that Donkey Kong Portrait from Mario Kart Wii? You know, I don't know if it's from Wii or if it's from Mario Party, but it's definitely one of the two. I mean, Mario Kart or Mario Party, but it's definitely one of the two.
Oh. 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 Hey, it works. All I had to do was completely restart everything. Okay, now let's see if it works together with, if it works nicely with Stream Deck. This might break it again if I do this. But I do need the toggle to turn the hand tracking on and off.
We've got hands.
Yeah, we got hands. Now see, can I do 6-7? Hang on, let's check it out. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. I want to kill myself in Minecraft.
Oh, there you go. You kind of got it.
Joined at a wonderful time. Yeah, you did. How are you doing, Rio? Hi. You would what? My hands? So have fun. Have fun with that one. Hope this will last a while for you. Oh, you made $18,000 from me. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome, boss.
I should start like maybe I'll start like an OnlyFans called Only Hands, and it's just my hands. Why the 6-7 audience request? I don't normally take requests, but this one I couldn't refuse.
Here on the Rico Ribbit More stream, Rico prioritizes entertainment over monetary gain.
Yeah. Hands aren't quite flat. Well, that's because I use camera tracking. If any of y'all can recommend me some good hand trackers, I'll look into them. Or like even full body tracking or something. If any of y'all know something good for that. But until then, it's just camera tracking. That's going straight to my editor. Isn't that just yourself? You made a clip out of it? Oh god. And while you're clipping, can you go back and clip the trailer that was freaking out? Possessed trailer. Full body, I used jelly trackers. Yeah, but you like assembled them yourself, didn't you, Sarah? Like you did, I think you did your own like soldering and everything. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull that off, honestly. There's a better way for the sword to track your body? Yeah, full body trackers, like the jelly trackers. But I don't have those. And the jelly specifically, that stuff is all open source, I think. So you can assemble it yourself and just download the software. But I don't have the skills to do that. So I would have to buy them, and that's expensive. I mean, I can probably do it, but I need to I also need to know something good that I can actually I know there's more than just the jelly stuff, though. I think the jelly themselves also sell the things, but they're expensive again. It's not that hard, Sarah. See, you used PCBWay to solder and assemble. I don't even know what that is, Sarah. It's not that hard, says the lady who used to do this for a living. Okay, I'm gonna have to send in a fuel truck to refuel this Hummer. The Hummer is so quiet compared to the other trucks in the game.
Scouts are usually quieter.
Yeah, smaller engines. Hang on, I have the Caterpillar over here, which has a fuel tank. How full is the fuel tank? Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna recover it and refuel the fuel tank real quick, and then we'll go fuel up the Hummer. Oh, it's a board making service. I mean, Sarah, if you send me their data, if they are active here in the Netherlands, I could look into it. I'll totally make a work out of it if that's something y'all are interested in, me being able to do 6-7 with more accurate tracking. Did you know CAT stands for cool ass truck? I did not know. I thought it stood for cat, you know. As in this truck is a cat.
I thought CAT was short for caterpillar.
Nah. PCBWay is a service that makes the boards and stuff in the good land of China, but they have a thing where they can also assemble and solder. Oh, so you send them the instructions and they assemble it for you. That might be an interesting way to do this, yeah. The hard part is just getting a case for it, but also PCBWay has a 3D print service. So you can print the case for the tracking. Hey, if it's a cheaper alternative to get full body tracking, I'm definitely interested in that. Like, you can do some cool things with full body tracking. It's just that something that I have not really looked into yet, because it would just be a gimmick. But if it's like, you know, like the thing is that like, paying a lot of money for a gimmick that I use maybe once or twice would be a bit much. But if this is a cheaper alternative, then yeah, I'll do it. The full kit is only $280. That's cheaper than I was expecting, I will say.
I mean, 280 bones is still a lot of scratch.
Yeah, it's still. See, the thing is, it's still not exactly cheap, but it's cheaper than I was expecting for full body. But is that like through Jelly themselves? $220. Hang on. Slime VR. Oh, I see. Oh, that's the cheapest version of the kit. It's $220, yeah. Huh, interesting. I need to look into this. Yeah, that's the lower body set. And then you have like the more elaborate sets. And a full set, for example. Interesting. I need to look into this. I mean, does it have like detailed hand tracking? Like individual finger tracking and that kind of stuff? I don't even know if that kind of stuff is actually a part of full body tracking. Like, you still need to hold the controller, so maybe you don't want full accurate hand tracking. No. But also has the problem that, like, you know, like full accurate finger tracking, and when you're like playing a game with a controller would be weird. I would just be sitting here with a controller.
Yeah, but you have to animate with your hands. Like you something crazy happens, and you take your hand off the controller and you smack your head and go, oh,
yeah,
like
that kind of stuff. I can do. Now hang on, I need to turn on the hand tracking first. I can do like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm fucked up. Now, what did it go again when he looks at his hands and he goes like, I'm messed up or something? You know, Shinji? I'm messed up. The controllers to I'm so fucked up. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Shingord. Yeah, yeah, Shingord when he shins all over his hands. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Never mind, AWD was not turned. I'm so used to these Russian trucks that just have the AWD on all the time that I forget that American trucks require you to toggle it on first. Imagine how hand tracking looks while using a steering wheel. I've been considering getting a steering wheel for this game. We had like, there's someone who watches these streams semi-regularly, and she recommended me a good one. But I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. It might be fun to play this with a thing. Your controllers do finger tracking. How do they do that? Do they just like translate the buttons that you press, or is it like an actual tracker on the controller? Now that's like VR controllers, right? That actually like do that kind of stuff. Like, I do remember something about that like VR controllers, like my VR controllers are also capable of some level of finger tracking. Man, I'm like, should I just have waited for the new Steam frame thing? But back when I got my VR headset, the Steam frame wasn't announced yet. But now I'm like, should I have just waited for it? Valve indexed finger tracker uses 87 sensors embedded in the Knuckles controllers. Ah, lots of sensors. When American Truck Sim again? I have no idea. I could check with Emmy if she's interested in playing that again. It was a lot of fun playing it with her last time. We ran each other off the highway. But you know, the thing with American Truck Simulator is it's no Snowrunner.
That's true.
I get the appeal of American Truck Simulator, but I think I personally prefer Snowrunner. It's because the driving in this is more interesting with all the weird terrain that you're dealing with. Hang on, let me refill the Hummer. Okay, we got a long trip to go, by the way. This needs to go, like, into the next area and everything. I definitely want to play American Truck Simulator again as well. So someday. By the way, speaking of American Truck Simulator, did you guys see that Saber is going to make their own version of that? So the developers of this game are going to like do something called Road Kings, which is going to be much more similar to American Truck Simulator. Like focused on highway trucks instead of like digging through the dirt. They've really been like lately. They released Roadcraft, and they released a game where all you do is like move stuff, like move containers around harbors, and then now they're making Road Kings. They're trying to like spread their wings a bit with like with these games. I think they all run on the same engine. It's just like they're doing different things with it. See, that's the thing. Road Kings. That's a game I'm really interested in. Like a game in this engine, but focused on on highway trucks. Sounds like it could be really cool. Oh boy, please tell me we're not stuck in the mud. But I'm so used to driving big machines now that whenever I'm in a Scout, I feel so underpowered. Even when it's a Hummer.
You gotta drive that, that fucking tank we got.
Yeah, but that doesn't have a hinge. Or I could drive the Ford maybe. I wonder how well well, we don't have any of the parts for the Ford is the problem. Those are all in
You gotta
points.
do that cursed map.
Yeah, we have to go back to that map at some point and get all of the upgrades. I was thinking of like exploring the map in my single player save game, and just finding these upgrades ahead of time. But man, I've been spending all of my time, all of my off time, and not streaming or like working on stream stuff or looking for jobs. I've been playing Dune Awakening. I'm so back into that game. So Rob also got back into it.
How's Rob? I haven't heard from him in a while.
He's doing great. He's doing okay. He's like starting. He's also looking for a new job, but he's about to start like a training. Like he's gonna like get a whole he's gonna get like a whole bunch of like certifications within like a few months that are gonna like help him. Yeah, it's stuff like CompTIA Security Plus, you know, like good solid foundational certifications that will like really help with finding a job. It's the kind of stuff that I've also started looking into if I cannot get one of something like that, because it would help my my prospects as well. So he's doing well. Him and Mickey, they've been doing well. Oh god. But yeah, so they also got back into Dune Awakening. If you could return to Dune Awakening now after like having been gone for a long time, they give you like a welcome back package, and it's an extremely generous package. Like there's a lot of stuff in there. Really nice. Genty, please don't spam like that. It's unbecoming. You're better than that. You're better than spamming. But like, I saw the contents of the welcome back package, and there's like fucking tons of building materials in there, including like the more advanced building materials that you need for the special tile sets. There is enough aluminium and stuff in there to build a new ornithopter. You do need to like farm a few materials from like research stations to actually build an ornithopter, but Rob said that he could build like 3 ornithopters or something with the materials. Would you recommend Dune Awakening as someone who's never seen Dune? Yeah, I would. Like the actual gameplay, it helps to know what's going on, but it's not required. How do you know? Because a friend of mine returned to the game recently, and she put her welcome package, she took all of the items out of it and she put them in my storage chests. Because my base has become a bit of like my base has kind of become like the new headquarters for our guild. See, here's the thing about Dune Awakening, it's a different storyline. like the game opens with a voiceover from Paul Atreides, the main character of Dune. Like Paul, because of his special abilities and because of his exposure to spice, he can see like the future, and he can see like all kinds of pathways into the future. And the idea is that Dune Awakening is him seeing an alternative way that events played out. So the entire setting of Dune Awakening is like an alternative storyline to Dune, basically. There's one very specific, particular diverging point where basically the two stories diverge from each other. Hang on, let me first of all refuel this real quick, and then I'm gonna pull him out of here. Like part of the Dune story is the fact that like you have there's like some stuff about genetics in there, and basically Paul Atreides, the main character, was supposed to be a woman. There's a number of different reasons for that, but he was supposed to be like a woman. But his mother, Jessica, decided to like birth a son instead. There's a reason why how she was able to decide what sex her child was going to be is like a thing I'm not going to go into detail now. She's just able to do that because she's like a special type of she has received special training and stuff. So she birthed a son, and that kind of like the organization that his mother is a part of, the Bene Gesserit, they were not too happy with that. But what Dune Awakening instead asks, what if she had listened to the Bene Gesserit, and she had birthed a girl instead? And that's kind of the setup of Dune Awakening. What if Paul had been like a girl, and what if Lady Jessica had actually followed the plans of the Bene Gesserit? What would have happened? And it basically means that like everything else kind of spiraled completely in a different direction. And that's the setting that Dune Awakening takes place in, that different world in which the events of the book have unfolded in a different way. So you don't need to have read the book, because the events of the book did not happen the same way in that world anyway. Although I maybe not watch the intro trailer, because it does kind of spoil some of the events of the book. Divergent universes, yeah, basically. It's a what-if kind of universe. And a what-if is really an excuse to set up. Like, the idea is that the world of Dune, the planet Dune, that it's now locked in a stalemate between the Atreides and the Harkonnen. So those two are now locked in a stalemate, fighting over the surface. And that's where you come in. Like, you're like an agent sent down by the Bene Gesserit, I think, basically, to kind of see if you cannot do something about the stalemate. If you can, like, not, like, somehow unstalemate the stalemate. It's a bit fake. I've not finished the storyline. It has, like, its own MSQ and everything. But it's really cool. Hang on, Sarah. What did you do? What did you do? Oh my god.
I already know.
Yeah.
Show
if you look in the Discord, you can see what Sarah just posted. In my Discord server, I mean.
I've got a pretty good idea what it is. Considering what happened earlier.
Yeah. Oh. I think that the game is on sale right now. Because they just released like a new big content update, and they're about to do big server merges. So like, what I'll say about Dune is the game is in a much better state now than it used to be. Because when the game launched, it had some really questionable design choices. Like the kind of stuff that's like, you know, the stuff that's like cool on paper, but years of online games attempting this stuff kind of prove that it does not really work very well in practice. And they made similar mistakes. But they've like changed a lot of that stuff. They've like rolled back a lot of it. Is Primal like PvE survival, or are you competing against other players? See, Flash, that's one of the things. So how it used to work is you have like area called Hagabasin, where you do most of your stuff. That's like the default player area. And then you have the Deep Desert, which is the Deep Desert is your end game area with the end game materials and end game stuff in it. And the Deep Desert used to be forced PvP. Then they made a change to it where the first area, the first sector of the Deep Desert is PvE, is like optional PvP, but the rest of it is still forced PvP. And now they've just added a PvE version of the Deep Desert. Like there's 2 instances of it now, the PvE and the PvP servers. So you can do the entire Deep Desert without being forced into PvP. The entire game is now playable with optional PvP, which I feel like was a good decision, because the problem with like that kind of forced PvP is you see that every time, and Dune also had that problem where like a big guild or something, or 1 or 2 big guilds will dominate the forced PvP space, and anyone who else wants to do something, they'll basically gatekeep them out of it. So they kind of just got rid of that. Yeah, I've been to the Deep Desert. The Deep Desert is still kind of like a risky area because it's very big, it's hard to navigate, it's mostly like desert, dunes, sand, and there's of course sandworms out there. But you can get way more resources there. Like harvesting spice, for example, is way easier in the Deep Desert. But you do need, like, it's much warmer there. You need to, because the distances are so big, you need an ornithopter with like spare fuel. So it's still no easy task to actually go in there, but you don't have to worry about other players anymore. It's actually a really cool area now. I really recommend going into it once you reach like aluminium tier or something, or dura aluminium. However, it's a funcom game, so just like with Conan Exiles, it's very grindy. It takes like a lot of work and a lot of materials to get anything done, unfortunately. But hey, I will also say that like you like unlock like the Dune buggy, which can have a mining laser, and the mining laser mines significantly more ore than your handheld mining laser. So get a Dune buggy, put a mining laser on it, and it's gonna be a much easier time to gather resources. And the ornithopter will allow you to just fly over most problems, so you can like more quickly get from spot A to spot B. The real grind is getting your first ornithopter. Once you have that, the game is gonna become like a lot more open and accessible. And if you do end up playing, we are playing on Siege Sandrat on the world called the Spiral. So the Spiral Sandrat is where we're currently playing.
You're playing on the Spiral Sandrat.
Yeah, the Spiral Siege Sandrat. The idea is you have worlds, and those worlds are further split up into sieges. So it's like server and sub-server, basically.
Interesting name is what I will point out. Interesting name.
Look, Lily chose it, not me.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, it's Lily's guild. She picked the server. She went with Sandrat.
If you say so.
I deny any involvement in choosing that place.
I'm just saying, it seems like you have some sort of kindred, is all I'm saying.
No,
That seems like there might be some sort of kinship there.
Yeah, so the world is the Spiral, the Siege is Sandrat. That's what we're currently playing on. And you can visit other worlds in your same... You can visit other sieges in the same world easily. But you cannot like visit another world right now, unfortunately. You can make characters on multiple worlds. It's just that their world visitation system has not been expanded yet to other worlds, which really sucks, because I wanted to visit Rob and Mickey on their server. They're currently playing on World Andromeda. Also, the game is currently going through server merges, so I think that like if you make a new character now, you probably don't get it. But you used to, like a lot of existing accounts got like free tokens for server transfers, including mine. So I actually can transfer my character once if I wanted to, but I don't really want to leave Sandrat. I like it there. And lately also, because of the impending server merge and everything, Sandrat has been getting more active as well. Because more people are moving there. I see a lot of new places pop up. The game just has like a lot of nice quality of life improvements now. Like you can back up your entire base in a backup tool now if you want to take a break, which is very nice. Because your base, you need to keep the power of your base in the positive to keep the force fields powered of the base, and you need force fields to protect the base from sandstorms. Because if the force field goes down, the base will, every time a sandstorm goes over the base, it will take damage until it's like completely ground down to nothing. But they used to also have a tax system on top of that, where you had to actually pay like taxes every 2 weeks for your base. And if you didn't pay your taxes for too long, your base would your base would default, and the force field would be forced off until you pay your taxes. That's how I lost my last base. But they got rid of the taxes now because they realized we're already forcing people to like they kind of realized that you already need to keep the base powered, which means you're gonna have to log on every 2 or 3 weeks to refuel your generators anyway. And having a tax system on top of that is like way too much. It's way too much. So they got rid of the taxes. So now you just need to keep the base fueled. Hi, handsome. Chris, someone says hi to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. In the YouTube chat, someone said hi,
sure?
handsome. Yeah. They cannot possibly be talking to me.
I beg to differ.
Ah, thank you. Alright, welcome in there, BTS Army stay.
I'm just a monkey. I don't think anybody's here for me.
The monkey who just wants the banana.
Yeah.
But there were so many jokes like that in Bonanza of what's her name going like, you don't, DK, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about bananas, aren't you? And then DK is going like, huh?
No.
Are you a banana slammer or a chimp chump? I'm a Kong Dong.
A Kong Dong.
Or Dong Kong. I don't know. Whatever sounds funnier. No, I'm the murder marmoset. But I've been watching a lot of the streamer Tomato has a highlights channel now, and I've been watching a lot of his highlights videos, and he keeps bringing up marmosets. So I have marmosets on the mind right now. Marmosets. Apparently a marmoset escaped somewhere in the US a few years ago and like caused a lot of chaos and terror in the area it escaped in. Imagine like opening your cupboard and there's a marmoset in there.
Probably would be unpleasant.
Yeah.
If I was not expecting it.
Yeah, but I guess it would be better than opening your cupboard and there's a gorilla in there. A surprise gorilla.
That would be probably a lot more lethal.
Did you hear that the gorilla escaped from the zoo?
There was a gorilla, like an actual gorilla escaped from a zoo?
Have you not heard about it?
Is it recent?
No, have you not heard about it, that the gorilla escaped from the zoo?
This is some sort of joke.
Yeah.
That I don't get.
Yeah, it's a joke, and you're not like, I'm like throwing the ball at you, and you're just not swinging.
I have not heard about the gorilla that escaped from the zoo.
That's because I'm a very quiet gorilla. There, that's a joke.
That was not a very good joke.
Oh god. I know. But we're already halfway there, and we were on the subject of gorilla, so. Dude, there's
See,
five.
I was expecting like a Harambe. Yeah, I was expecting some Harambe something to come for that.
Yeah, it's a better joke if you're in person. It doesn't work when you're on a voice call. Cause like, well, yeah, I'm on a voice call with a gorilla. What do I care?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool to be honest.
Yeah.
I want to be in a voice call with a gorilla.
The joke is gorilla. What? You know, I need to come up with a new cheese spun for next week's Mouse PI stream. I'm already kind of through most of my cheese puns, unfortunately.
I don't even have one cheese pun, so.
See, I already used the obvious ones like Gouda and Roquefort. I guess there's Brie. Brie is an easy one to make a cheese pun out of. I'll figure something out. I have no idea how much longer that game is. Mouse PI is way longer than I was expecting it to be.
I remember from the reviews that some people were saying that like the ending takes like a few extra hours longer than they would like it to have done.
Yeah, that is true. It's like I got to a point where you kind of wrap up like an obvious villain, and Like, the funny thing is that Jack Pepper is actually, like, he's patting himself on the back, like, yeah, I did a great job and everything. And there's literally, and the character he's talking to was like, Jack, yeah, you took care of one problem, but there's so many others. You didn't actually solve anything. And like, I have right now, I have one more level open, but with the way that the case has been developing, I fully expect that there's going to be another few hours of the game before I see the actual ending of it. And they're like also gonna do like DLC with new cases and everything, so that the game is far from over. I kind of hope it will like allow me to go back. I kind of hope that they'll like. Wait, workshop Pineline Bay. Did I go to the wrong place? Oh god.
Did you not pay attention and drive in the wrong direction again?
Yeah, because I was talking about stuff. Because I was pretending to be a gorilla. I was not paying attention. Oh god, I went way too far.
We call that the Rico Classic.
Shut up.
It literally happens every time we stream this game.
Yeah, but shut up. Shut up. Leave me alone.
Well, anyway, you were saying.
What was I saying? Gorilla. Something about a gorilla. I actually genuinely don't remember what I was talking
DLC
about.
for.
Oh yeah,
Mouse
DLC for
PI.
Mouse PI. Yeah, that they're gonna add more cases to it as well. Well, it's mostly the fact that like you work on 3 separate cases, but each of those cases goes like much deeper than you were expecting. You start finding like little threads and pieces of evidence that connect the cases together and everything. That's one of the reasons why why after the first case I was like, there's no way this is the end. There's gonna be way more to this. Oh god, I love it when the trailer shears in the wrong direction. Hang on, I need to turn around. So yeah. Also, Bubsy 4D is out now.
I saw some of that. And surprisingly, like,
It looks really good.
gameplay-wise anyway, it's actually really good, yeah.
Yeah, I really want to play it. It looks really good.
But that said, it was made by a studio that I know. They make another game. I forget the name of it.
Demon Tides.
Demon Tides, that's it. They make, and that game is a really good 3D platformer.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that they used basically the same formula to make the Bubsy game, and it worked out good for them.
Yeah, and it's also very clever. Like, yeah, I hire people who are like who are passionate. I wonder who came to whom with that idea. If like, I bet that they probably came to Atari and were like, "Hey, give us Bubsy and we'll make a game." And Atari was like, "Bubsy? Oh yeah."
No, I mean Bubsy was because there was another Bubsy game.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago. It was only like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that one
that got made.
That one's apparently also sucked.
Yep. I don't think it was like. I don't think it was necessarily bad. It was just, or like, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
It was like annoying. I saw a little bit of it, and he had like the...
Yeah, I think it was just very mediocre, which is kind of worse than being bad, you know?
Yeah, like that's the thing. A mediocre Bubsy game will have nothing on Bubsy 3D, because Bubsy has been to the absolute deepest pits of despair. So a mid game is just kind of sad, you know. It's not very interesting.
In Bubsy 3D's defense, 3D platformers had not existed yet.
Oh, I know.
And like there was no N64, there was no, you know, people hadn't created a 3D platformer yet when Bubsy 3D was being worked on.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of development for Bubsy 3D, like right before they were about to release, the N64 came out with Mario 64, and all the developers played Mario 64 and said, "Oh no."
Yeah. See, that's the thing. They were pioneers. They just like pioneered directly into the ocean.
Yep.
like I've seen like the whole thing that I understand why they made the decisions they made, because the decisions that they made in that game were based on like, well, some of them were based on like, yeah, I can see how you would draw this conclusion. Was the wrong conclusion, but I see where it came from. But then there was a decision to lower the graphical quality in exchange for a higher frame rate, and that one was like, well, who remembers the frame rate now?
Well, I mean, if you look at all there's a lot of PlayStation platformers, and apart from like maybe 2 that I can think of, a lot of them used really bad control schemes and physics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that was just the...
It is, of course, that early era of 3D.
And the N64 having a joystick kind of like just automatically gets an advantage for that.
I kind of like the new angle that they're taking now with Bubsy, you know, where they've updated the design and his personality. Like they're kind of leaning into the whole washed up mascot who is going through a midlife crisis thing. It's really funny. The angle that they found for him is really funny. I really like it.
Kind of, I mean, it definitely suits him, especially if you've ever played any of the older Bubsy games.
Well, if you've played Bubsy 3D, you probably are in like your 30s or something at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have played Bubsy 3D.
See, exactly. Case in point. I haven't, but I'm still in my 30s.
Man, getting called out on stream here, jeez.
I'm also in my 30s, Chad. I'm 33 years old. I'm actually closer to 34, man. Oh god. I'm gonna turn 34 in a few months.
No comment.
I need to like remove the early 30s part of my page, and I need to start adding mid 30s. Yeah, I'm in my my mid 30s. Would you consider 34 early 30s? Probably not.
I think it's all just silly numbers. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's also what I say. Okay, I think that I can drive the rest in the Hummer itself. Ugh.
Man, look at me. Man, today I've been productive.
Yeah?
I've done like three contracts.
I'm the bozo today who like gets barely anything done.
You're the me delivering one single log across the entire world for 4 hours.
Yeah. Although I will say it was not entirely like, okay, this one was my fault. Driving the wrong direction, definitely my fault. But I do not take responsibility for the Possessed trailer. That was I don't see how that can be blamed on me.
Fair. You know, maybe I'll go pay a visit to Possessed trailer and see if it wants to come down.
I think you should stay away from it until I boot up the game in single player mode. Because if it gets any worse, it's gonna be even harder for me to fix it.
I'm just gonna go pay homage to it.
Like salute. Okay, the workshop is over there. This is finally gonna unlock the rock grinder. Man, I don't like having the camera in my face.
I mean, you can turn off your camera, can't you?
Yeah. I can. But if I do that, then... If I have it all set up now and everything, you know.
No, you don't want to turn it off?
Well, if I unplug it now, it's gonna be I get paid to set it up again. That's the thing. If I want to do any more 6-7 bits, you know, any more of those 6-7 bits, then it's gonna be like a hassle. Well, the good news is the rock grinder is now unlocked. The bad news is I fucking dumped it in the middle of nowhere, so... Okay, let's see. So
well, you can just recover it.
Yeah, I did. Okay, let's take a look at how good this thing actually is. It has its own special engine. That's already very impressive right off the bat. I have so many of these AAT engines. Last comment relating to the trailer. I'm gonna boot up the game in single player and see if that helps. Because I have a strong feeling that the problem is caused by multiplayer physics.
Is multiplayer physics different from single player physics?
I don't know is the thing. It might be, because there's 2 of us. High power scout, let's see, stock scout. Autonomous scout, here we are. And we'll grab a nice big snorkel. You have frame add-ons as well? Oh, you can put a safety cage on it. Trunks of repair supplies and a safety cage, sure. Okay, it's fully upgraded now. Oh, you can go even further. Hi, Zusukase Shimachi, welcome in. What the fuck happening? Oh, we're playing Snowrunner. I'm just upgrading. I got a new truck and I'm currently upgrading it. What the fuck happening to my friends? Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, you're paying homage to it.
Yeah, I'm just paying homage. We were just paying homage.
Yeah, we had earlier. Did you actually go flying? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we have a possessed trailer. We don't know what to do with it. It's freaking out. Every time we go near it, it freaks out and attacks us. So we don't really know what to do about it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Lightweight thresholds, side pipe thresholds. We'll go with this one. This one looks nice. Oh my... Hey, yo, this truck looks kind of sick now, though. Now it's fully equipped and everything. Does it have a winch? Does it have a hitch? Yes. Okay, so you can pull trailers with this. Interesting. You can delete it? Yeah, but then I don't get the money back, right? If I delete it. Did you fucking flip your car over? How did you do that? I was looking away again. I told you not to go near the possessed trailer. I told you. Wait for next update? What's the next update gonna do? Are they gonna fix this stuff? I'll wait if they fix it. They fix it? Okay, that's good. If they fix it, then it's gonna be easy. Yeah, then I'll probably just leave it there until the next update.
Well, it did damage my truck a little bit.
You should just recover it, probably.
But at least it's on the ground now.
This is very true, you know that. Okay, let's see what the default color palettes look like on this thing. Oh, this is a nice one. This one too. This one is ugly. But in a nice way, you know? Ugly in a cool way. I might just stick with the default.
Ugly
I kind of like this color palette. Yeah.
Just like me.
Ugly, but in a cool way. It's gonna go on my Tinder profile. Imagine Tinder profile ugly, but in a cool way. Oh god, man. Oh, I slept so long. So hard, so much. Still my body is like, nah. Yeah. Nuh-uh. I'm kind of tempted to take this thing out for a spin, but I don't really know where to go with it. Oh, there's some... Actually, I just realized there is some stuff that I can go, because there's a bunch of upgrades that I still haven't picked up. Actually, was on my way to there with this thing.
Every time we go to pick up those upgrades, something happens, and then we get sidetracked.
Yeah, we get distracted by something. Are the upgrades even still there? I don't see them anymore.
No, I think I actually may have finally picked them up then.
Ah, I see.
I can't remember.
Yeah, probably. There's still a few roads over here that haven't been explored yet, and there might be more upgrades there. So what I'll do is I'll try out the rock grinder by going for those. See how it performs out there. Yeah, that should be doable. Alright. Just doing a little exploring. This better be good. Oh, I actually have enough money to buy a new truck as well. Like this baby. You've been running the big Azov, right?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's basically only good for one thing.
Uh-huh.
And that's, well, maybe it's good for like two things. But I think it only has a front log carrier and like,
Yeah,
you can see.
it has a few beds. But it cannot carry trailers. That's interesting. It doesn't have saddles.
Yeah, no saddles.
That's a weird choice. Makes it much less useful than the Azov 5300 or the other one. No, this is the Azov 73,050. What? Huh? So this is another Azov, very similar to the one I have. But this is like the big brother of the Azov 73,000. I see. Interesting. It's not like I really need a new truck right now. So this would be more if I would like wanna get another one. Honestly, a lot of these trucks that you can only buy have been turned out to be pretty good, but like the Colop over here is looks cool. Wow, this is a big truck, holy shit. And it can only fit a saddle high. So the Colop, this is a heavy duty truck. This is a truck made to pull like the super heavy trailer, I imagine. Yeah, definitely. This feels like a heavy trailer kind of truck. I still don't have the Pacific P12. I forgot if the Pacific P12 is good at anything. Then we have all these guys over here. Oh well, let me grab the rock grinder. I think that this thing is going to be very top heavy.
Maybe it's good for mountain roads.
Yeah, maybe I'll slap the all-terrain vehicles on the off-road vehicles on it. Hang on, I'm gonna put off-road tires on it. That's probably gonna be what I'm intending to use it for. Is gonna be better than mud tires. All right, here we go. Let's see how this thing performs. Oh, we're in an app break. I was thinking of going to grab a cup of coffee during the app break, but it's already mostly over now, so maybe next time. Oh boy. Oh boy.
How do I repair my truck?
Repair your truck? You're gonna need repair parts.
Yeah, doesn't the...
Yeah, the Mastodon comes equipped with a lot of repair parts, yeah. Especially with that module.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you need to select them on one by one, yeah. Which part you want to repair exactly. Oh yeah, this truck is a nightmare on actual roads. It's probably the
because it's a rock grinder, not a road grinder.
Yeah, it's true. Oh god. Doing this with this music playing in the background is very funny. Oh, fuck. Oh! Okay, we did it. Jesus. I lived. Oh. I hit something. What did I even hit? Why did the tires and the suspension just take like a big hit of damage? What the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Ah man, I made stuffed paprikas for dinner yesterday, and I still have a bunch of them left in the pan for today. I'm looking forward to it.
Stuffed paprika?
Yeah, sorry, bell peppers, stuffed bell peppers. You're still trying to salvage that thing? Oh my god.
Hey, I got it up the road a bit.
Yeah. I like how it actually like fucking behaves like a balloon.
Don't mind the state of my truck right now and that I'm currently leaking fuel. That's not important.
Oh my god.
Look, it's just too funny to not mess with. Here I go.
Yeah, it's not your it's not your money on the line, no. Oh.
Oh, wait. Did you fix it?
No. Kind of.
You fixed it.
Well, it's on the ground now, but it's not it's far from fixed. Hang on. If I go near it, the physics will turn on again. Yep, there they go. Uh-oh. It's leaving. It's trying to like drive down the road on its own.
We've stabilized it.
Have we?
Yeah. See?
Oh. Well, if you can bring if you manage to somehow bring it over to the trailer store. Oh, yo. Wait, if we're both here. That's the trick. It is the multiplayer, but we have to be both here for it to work. Do you get it? It is because it's multiplayer.
Let me tow it.
Yeah, as long as we bring it to the trailer store. No, see, what I bet happens is it probably I bet it separates the physics calculations between both of us.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. Yeah, what I bet what it does is it probably simplifies the physics calculations. And then it kind of like splits them between both of us. But when we're together, it can like fully dedicate all of the physics calculations to a single machine. Okay, this isn't working again.
We're kind of like a magnet.
Yeah.
But we're instead of opposite ends, we're the same polarization. All right, just come with me, trailer.
Oh god. Oh no, my engine broke, and Chris, you flipped over the mastodon. There's no force in the universe strong enough to get a mastodon back upright once it's flipped. That's that truck's big weakness.
Well,
and my engine is broken.
It was fun while it lasted.
Hang on, can I quickly repair my engine here while I'm here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hang on.
I mean, the mastodon is. I don't think it's gonna see. I think you're gonna have to recover it because it's not getting out of that ditch from there.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to recover it. It's fucking up there in the sky. It went so well for a little bit there, but then it just.
It did go well.
And it just freaked out again.
And then it destroyed every vehicle within. Within 30 yards of it.
You know that one gif of like someone holding a really angry dog that's like shaking and like moving its legs and biting and everything and barking? That's what that reminds me of. La criatura. It's La criatura. Just floating menacingly. Yep. It's a little ball of like chaos. It's about to collapse into a black hole if we're not careful.
What's the biggest truck I have?
Probably the P16 or. I don't know, maybe the Derry or the Twin Steer.
All right. What if I? Let's see how. What
Oh, you're bringing in the twin steer? Oh.
Yeah. There's no way it flips this thing over. This thing is heavier than.
It flipped the
fucking
mastodon. There's nothing in that will keep that thing anchored.
No, this thing is. There's no way it flips this thing over.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, just wait till I drive over there.
Yeah. If I ever turn these VODs into like some kind of supercut, this is going in there.
Okay, well, that doesn't count. Hang on.
Did you? You didn't even make it to the trailer.
I said that doesn't count. That was a test run.
Reminds me of the animation where someone touches a physics colliding item and gets launched into a wall and exploding into fragments. Is that like from... That sounds like a joke from a Digital Circus or something. Like I know that Digital Circus sometimes makes physics engine jokes. In the doesn't in the second episode someone like literally clip to the bottom of the world? I have not watched, I've only watched the first 2 episodes of Digital Circus. Okay, bringing off-road tires instead of mud tires might have been a mistake. This thing is not good at this thing is not good at all at like driving over mud now. You ever watched?
It's the rock grinder, not the mud grinder.
Oh God! Stop saying that.
Stop making me.
Stop
giving
saying
me opportunities. That. Stop giving me the layup. Then, do you want me to alley oop or not?
The one time I gave you the alley oop, you didn't do anything with it, and now.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were about to hit me with like a D's nuts joke or not. You know, you got to be careful.
You know what else you need to be careful about?
What else do you have to be careful about?
These nuts!
See? That's why I didn't say...
6-7, 6-7, 6-7. We've entered full brain rot territory now.
I mean, you're the one that's in brain rot territory. I'm perfectly fine with my one brain cell over here.
Yeah, this is... See, this is what seeing $14,000 trying to escape the gravity of Earth does to a man. I'm for a lobotomy. Oh, you're way too late. Years of bad, years of a terrible sleep schedule have been there first.
We gotta take Rico's iPad away from him.
No, I don't have an iPad. I have an iPhone. No, but genuinely, I think like trying to fix my sleep schedule last week was a mistake. Like doing an all-nighter, because that fucked up something terrible in my body and my sleep schedule.
Whoa!
What the fuck? Hang on, I need to like increase the size of that. What the fuck is happening? Where are you going? Oh my God, you better not drop that thing in the middle of the sky. Oh, hang on. Don't do anything. I have an idea.
Rico, help!
Hang on.
Let go!
Everyone. That's not the song I want.
I don't know if you know this, but I don't know how to fly the twin steer.
Here. Oh, hang on. This is not going to be audible on the audio track. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. All right. Yes, perfect. Now it's perfect. Did the music composed help him first? No. Okay, that's all you get.
Well,
It's already gonna get the VOD claim, probably. Okay, hang on. What can I do to help you? Can you, like... Is there, like, a way for you to do this where the trailer will not, like, end up in a position where I can actually still reach it? Because that's the... You're doing the thing I was worried about, Chris. You're putting the trailer in a spot where I'm never gonna be able to get to it.
No, it'll be fine.
I'm not sure what to do about this.
I don't think I'm attached to the trailer, or maybe I am, and I don't know.
No, I see the winch. You're still connected to it. I just don't know what to do about this. Can you even get out the truck?
I'm trying to bring it over to the trailer store. We're getting closer.
Just fly it there?
Yeah, I'm learning how to fly the twin steer right now.
You know, once your engine dies, the winch is gonna disconnect automatically.
Well, we still got enough fuel, even though I'm currently leaking fuel.
Yeah.
But we have enough to keep the engine on. The engine that is completely broken, by the way. Oh. We're grounded. We're grounded. No,
you're trying to become a sandworm? Just going into the ground like that?
I'm trying to bring it down to the ground, man.
Look, I don't think it's up to you. I don't think that you are in charge of this operation. I think you're out of brake fluids. I think Chris is out of all fluids with the G-forces that he's moving at.
Alright, the next time we bring it down to the ground, I'm gonna let it go.
Okay.
Well, I need like a more secure... Oh! We're at the trailer store! Oh, wait. I can't detach from it.
Can you, like, recover the truck or something?
I can recover the truck here. Okay, here we go.
Do it. Okay, hang on. Let me see where the trailer ended up. I cannot believe you actually managed to bring it back to the trailer store. It's right there, outside of it. Yeah, I think that we can make this work.
I told you, I was learning how to fly the twin steer.
Actually, no, this is not the trailer store. You brought it back to the warehouse.
Oh, well, it's hard to see when my camera's spinning 400 degrees
No, but this is
okay?
perfect. This is perfect. Like, I can actually reach it with a winch from here. It's good enough. it's good enough. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
hang on,
let me get out of your way.
Nah, I'm not gonna drive the thing out there. I'm gonna go back into the rock steer. Get this guy a pilot's license. Yeah, imagine like driving in your car and that. Imagine like the plane taking off and then start doing that the entire trip for like 10 hours.
Look, we got it closer. That's all that matters. Okay.
What was happening, Chris? I was playing penis music. Oh. I fucked that up. Hang on, that's what I get for playing penis music.
Well, rip.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm not super impressed with the rock grinder so far. Oh my god, just fucking get yourself back up, please. Ah! It's doing this shit.
You know what would make this easier?
What would make this easier?
A flying twin steer.
Yeah.
Attached to a log trailer. A cursed log trailer.
The problem is the thing is so top heavy that you can barely like get it back up. Oh, it's on its roof now. Hey, maybe we'll flip it all the way. No, I'm not getting it back up right. This thing is too fucking heavy for that. Hey, maybe if I turn it all the way back around, though. Oh, damn it! It has no winching points on the roof. Is the problem?
You're like a turtle stuck upside down.
Yeah, But there's no fucking winch. Who the fuck makes a truck this top heavy with no winching points on the roof? What the hell? Why is Donkey Kong staring in your soul? I don't know. Why is he?
That's what he does.
He just he does that always. Fuck it. Rock Grinder sucks. So Rock Grinder sucks. We're not using it. I'm gonna send in a different vehicle. I think I still have my. Are you okay?
Oh,
I'm still laughing from the fucking thing.
I mean, that was a fun adventure.
I don't blame you. Yeah. Can handle land, sea, and air. Truly multifaceted vehicles. These trucks are. Yeah. We're gonna use this thing.
What time do you gotta get ready for?
We're playing at 9, so that's like an hour and 15 minutes from now. But I'm probably like just the last time. I'm gonna probably start heating up my food a little bit before then.
Okay.
But I'm still good. We're still good to go for a while.
I could maybe swing one more contract somewhere. Let's see. Maybe I'll go to Pineline Bay.
Oh yeah, I need to go to Flatland. Oh god, that fucking locking trailer on my map every time I go here. Truly multifaceted vehicles, yeah. Truly, we're like exploring new boundaries here. Oh fuck! Ignore that. That attempt doesn't count. Do you know what I like about this thing, Chad, is this is a scout with a gas tank. Like a scout-sized gas trailer. Sorry, scout-sized gas. What do you call it? Gas carrier? Whatever you call it. So it's actually really good for exploration because it can bring so much fuel with it, and it has an autonomous winch, so you can, even if your engine cuts out, you can recover it. And it also has like these big inflated tires, so it can take mud pretty well. It can like kind of float over mud. The problem is that it controls like ass. Oh my god! Stop trying to steer on your own.
I wish that this would tell me how big this is.
So I'm double checking something. The date in the group chat has the embedded timestamp, and for me it says 2 PM, which is like 15 minutes from now. What? Wait a second.
That's why I made a point to make sure.
Hang on. Where's the timestamp? I cannot for the lot. We have been talking too much in that group chat. I cannot find the timestamp. Ah. Oh shit, you're right. Oh, I'm off by an hour. Oops.
That's alright. Good thing we checked.
Yeah.
Good thing your good friend Rio checked.
Yeah, good thing my good friend Rio checked. Yeah, is Scene able to join us? Or like, because I know that they went super late last night. Are they able? Are they capable? Haven't heard otherwise? Okay. Then we're gonna probably swap to Subnautica in like 15 minutes or so, when Rio and Scene are available.
Alright. Well, I can go ahead and log out unless you want me to just hang around while you're doing something.
That's up to you.
Well, I guess I can. Yeah, I'll until you kick me out, I'll drive over.
Yeah, I want to like at least bring this truck over there in that area because I want to like start exploring it. Oh, I mean, what we can do is, if you already want to like, if you don't want to hang out anymore or whatever, what I can do is boot the save game up on single player and try to save the logging trailer.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Hi there, Florida man. I'm gonna have to ask you to speak English because I cannot moderate you if you speak another language.
Here, I'm gonna drive out to one thing and then you
Okay.
can boot me out.
All right. Florida man, final warning. Please speak English or I cannot moderate you. I'm sorry, but it's a rule that I have to put in place because I have no idea what people are saying otherwise.
Unless you know Dutch.
Yeah, see, the thing with Dutch is that I can actually speak Dutch, so I know what people are saying. What's happening on YouTube? Person who's not speaking English is in the YouTube chat. It's okay. Once Chris is done, I'm gonna like boot this save game up in single player real quick and see if I can save the trailer. Because that's, like I said, that's $14,000 that I want back.
Nah. Let me. How far do I have to drive?
So my dad is
never
on.
mind. Let me just recover. It's gonna take me too long to get over there.
I don't know what that means, Florida man. Florida man.
All right, I'm out. I'm out. Damn, we made 60K.
Nice. All right. Hang on. Let me exit out of this. $61,000. Yeah, nice. Okay, now if I load the game in single player, hopefully this will work out. Do I have it in my rules that you have to speak English? I think I have. Someone just liked a comment of mine from like a very long time ago. Hi there, Conscience. Welcome back.
Well, that's the thing about the internet, Rico, is that any comment you make online is there forever.
It was a month ago. I just forgot I made it. So my bad. I saw it like a like on it. I was like, huh? Like how YouTube always tells you about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wait a second, I don't remember doing this. And then, oh yeah, it's a month ago. Conscience, were you the one who pointed out to me that there's like a website where they put like an AI version of my voice on? Because I've been trying to find it, but I cannot find it.
There's a website that does that for a lot of Twitch streams.
Yeah. And I do like, if you want, you can message us and we'll remove you. And it's like, you son of a bitch, that's not how it works. You need permission first. So I'm trying to find them so I can report them to the local data protection authorities. See if I can get an investigation started. Because that's actually a really bad thing if people are capable of doing that. Don't know, it's a chatbot app. Was it like, I found something called Polybuzz, which I remember a name something like that you gave me, but I couldn't find myself on there. It was weird. That's what I do remember. It was something weird.
What happens if you get out there and it's still...
If it's still bugged, I will wait for that update that fixes it and see if then I can recover my money then. And otherwise, I guess I'll just have to accept that I'm out of $14,000.
I mean, that's not too much in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks because, like I said, there's no renewable way to make money.
Yeah.
It was on Polybus, it's a chatbot that got removed and told me you weren't confident with it on the app. Oh, you reported it. That's okay. That's something that I should probably do myself though in the future. I appreciate you trying to help me, but it's better if I do it myself because I was going to report it to the Dutch Data Protection Authorities. But if it's not on there anymore, I cannot do that anymore. Welcome back, Colin Carter.
I know a lot of people that have been reporting it. I don't know if that will lead to anything, but
well,
chances are, if it happens enough, it probably.
Yeah, then it's gonna get investigated sooner or later. So hopefully.
Yeah.
Nope, the problem is not fixed yet. Oh God. Ay ay ay.
When your own trailer is T-posing at you angrily.
It was like in a good corner, and now I kind of put it in a place where it's gonna cause issues if I'm not careful with it. So I'm trying to like get it out of there now. I need to wait for the update that fixes it, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's been updates semi-regularly. I can't imagine it'll be too long before they fix it.
There's like a chat part on it. It's like, you know, tube comments, things like that, but it's a part on the app. So like you can chat with someone who's pretending to be me, but it's not like a voice, it's like a chat app? Huh? Why would someone make that of me though? Like you can just DM me if you want to talk to me. That's so weird. That means someone must have made it if it's on Polybuzz. That's so weird.
You know, I don't know how things are dictated to be made in such a way, but just from the people that I know that have had to pull some.
Well, anyway, I cannot fix this trailer, so that's gonna be the end of the Snowrunner segment of this stream. Hi there, I love Hello Kitty, welcome in.
Anyway, that was fun. Thanks for letting me hang out and trucking. It was fun learning to fly.
Scene said, I'm gonna pick your truck up and throw it into the sea, Rico. What the hell? What did I do? Scene really wants to go to the trees. They have Mansfield syndrome. But yeah, Chris, thank you very much for playing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, good luck diving deep into the ocean once again.
Thank you.
With the boys.
Gonna have to like restrain Scene from going to that damn tree. Gonna be fun, yeah. Hang out with the boys. Subnautica with the boys. And I'll see you tomorrow for D&D, Chris.
Alright. Take care, man.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Just putting stream on while I put on your makeup. Let's see. We've been going for 4 hours. We're probably going to go for another 6 hours on Subnautica. Okay, chat, listen. I'm going to do what I usually do, which is I'm going to interrupt the stream, which means that you're going to have to restart the stream. So I'm going to end the YouTube stream, then I'm going to restart OBS, and then both the Twitch and the YouTube stream are going to come back. The Twitch stream can hang out here. Like, the Twitch stream will just pop back on. You might have to refresh. But the YouTube stream, you guys are going to have to go to the channel and reopen the stream. I'm sorry about that, but like that's the way that it works on YouTube, unfortunately. So I will see you in a little bit. I'm gonna restart the stream real quick. It won't take long. It should be back within like 5 minutes or so. But that's the best way to do this, unfortunately. Restarting everything is a good thing. Yeah, especially because like I don't know how long we're gonna go for, and YouTube has a hard cap on how many hours there can be in a VOD, unfortunately. So it's just better to restart everything, you know. So see you guys in a little bit.